We are live here on Chicago Bears Now. I'm your host, Harrison Graham, live on YouTube, live on Rumble. And no, we do not yet have the final 53-man roster. We do have a lot of the cuts, which we'll break down in just a moment. And we will also, once the final cuts do come in, announce the 53-man roster in detail, so stay tuned. Welcome in. Appreciate you guys for lighting up the live chat already. Already got over 300 people watching today's show. Shout out your city. Let us know where you guys are watching from, and I'll get some shout-outs in, and producer Jack and I are going to monitor Twitter and see if we find out who the final cuts are. So shout out your city. A lot of FGBs coming in already. I love that from Link, Donald, Don, and several others. Apopka, Florida from Chris. We got Zane in Wilmington. Maurice is in Chicago. Tim is in Jonesville, Virginia. Chaz in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Caleb in Chicago. Skylar in Arlington Heights. Louisville, Kentucky is where Sean is watching. Link says Kellen Mond sucks. Yes, he does. He got cut today. Vincent says Zion, Illinois. We got Enrico in Las Vegas. Ivory Pierce in Fort Pierce, Florida. Let's see. Deuce in the Philippines. Get your P's up for the Philippines. Gabriel says Chicago. Ivory in Fort Pierce. We got Malcolm Graham in Salinas, California. Kit Stanford saying FGB. Aaron says Centennial, Colorado. Junior Pinto says West Palm Beach, Florida. Isaac saying FGB as well. Justin says Portland, Oregon. The deadline has passed, so we should find out what the Bears' 53-man roster looks like pretty soon. Obviously, these things take time to trickle in, so it could be 15, 30 minutes. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, the Bears' Twitter account will just release it, and then we can break it all down for you guys on today's show. All right, you know the motto. Type FGB in the live chat. Get the F Green Bays going. Let's go. FGB. Kevin's already in there. Denise, Mr. K. We got Fofo Plays in there. Ancient says FGB. Lots of FGBs coming in. Come on. Cam IGL, Highman Films, John Taylor, Gabriel, James Holloway, Seth, Eric, Scott, Simon, Wins Beyond, Christopher, Angel. We got someone asking Thomas Graham on the roster. I think so. Nothing official, though. Braden says FGB. James says FGB. Let's see. James says FGB. Sheldon with an FGB. Ken McKenzie as well. Keep the FGBs going. And our resident Lions fan has kicked the Super Chats off today. Chicago, Teddy Bear, Bears, Detroit versus everybody. You know what, Donnie? We'll see you twice this year. We'll see what's good. But I do appreciate the $2. You bring the heat regardless. We do have a Super Chat menu today. Normally we save these for game day. But I thought, you know what? It's roster cut down day. It's a special day. It's a busy day. We got 700 people watching live just about. Here's our Super Chat menu. All Super Chats get a shout out. $5 will Beers cheers you. For $20, we're taking fireball shots, and then we'll go get the Merbonga for $100. It's in the kitchen area. We'll do a beer bong for $100. So hey, there you go. That's our Super Chat menu for today. See it a few come in. We'll shoot the shit until that 53-man roster comes in. And here in a moment, we'll tell you guys who has been cut so far. Lucas Prang, Graham got cut. I have not seen that. I will refresh my Twitter, but I have not seen that. Thomas Graham. Oh, they are cutting him. There you go. Thomas Graham is getting cut, so I'll update that on the depth chart, Jack. Thomas Graham getting cut. Interesting. So that probably means Tavon Young's going to make it. We'll see. We shall see. Add him to the cuts, Jackie. James Graver with the $10. Why have we not even looked at a veteran wide receiver? This drives me insane. Well, I think the Bears could do that starting tomorrow because a couple of guys got cut earlier today, and Preston Williams and Tyler Johnson. See what the waiver wire situation is tomorrow. Jalen Rager's on the trade block. So there's certainly some guys that the Bears could go after. Here are the cuts so far, and then we'll get to Sangray Kim's Super Chat. Jean Delance, Corey Dublin, Kevin Shaa, Jon Alexander. None of those were surprises from yesterday. Mario Edwards Edwards was a bit of a surprise. So was Trevon Coley, the defensive lineman. I thought he was worthy of a roster spot. De'Montre Tuggle, the running back, he could return to the practice squad, as could quarterback Nathan Peterman. Sam Kamara, the edge rusher, he would possibly return to the practice squad as well. Michael Schofield, maybe he returns after N'Keal Harry heads to IR because they are going to carry him through the initial 53. I would like Schofield as a depth lineman. Latavius Simmons could be another practice squad candidate. Greg Stroman got cut despite having a strong third preseason game. DeMarquise Gates, the linebacker, came on strong in the preseason, but not enough. Chris Fink, no surprise. Devontae Harris, no surprise. Isaiah Coulter, they would like to bring him back to the practice squad. Nasimba Webster, same deal there. They'd like to bring him back potentially. Chase Allen, I think, is a practice squad candidate, and then Thomas Graham coming in as well. Those are the latest cuts for the Chicago Bears. Tavon Young placed on injured reserve. So season-ending IR for Tavon Young, and the Bears have just tweeted out their 53-man roster. So we're going to look through this here. I'm going to send you this article, Jack, and you do what you need to do here. I say finalize the cuts. I'll get the depth charts finalized. Sangray Kim with the super chat. Sign Kellen Mond. This is our... Okay, I officially think you like Justin Fields, and you're just the ultimate troll at this point because Kellen Mond freaking sucks, okay? He got cut as a third-round pick in year 2, Sangray. Yeah, we'll see ya. He's garbage. He is absolutely garbage. So it is what it is. Of course, they did this in photo form, by the way. Jack, it's absolutely brutal. Type FGB, we'll get some shout-outs. The Bears decided to tweet this out in the hardest way to digest it possible. It truly is incredible how they've done this. So there you go. I could get you some more cuts here. Let's see. They did this so poorly. Zach Thomas made the team, so I'll add him. Get the FGBs going. The Bears did this so poorly in terms of how they listed this out. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Patty says FGB. Alan says FGB. All right, we have a list on Twitter that I'm going to try and use because they really mismanaged this. No, yeah, but not at this moment. It's going to... So Dov's got the list here. Will you make this? Oh, it's not the full list. Never mind. Dov already. This list was already earlier, but I'll just repeat this. Nathan Peterman, Michael Schofield, Sean Coleman, a new cut. Jack Shon Coleman, Trevon Coley, Mario Edwards, Greg Stroman, Devontae Harris, and James O'Shaughnessy. So those are some of the notable cuts for the Chicago Bears. James O'Shaughnessy is actually a surprise. That's interesting. Cole Kmet and Ryan Griffin, the only 2 tight ends to make the roster. I'm surprised by that. I wonder if the Bears will go after O.J. Howard. Could they go after O.J. Howard? We'll see. We will definitely see. Yeah, Chris Fink's already on there. Let me read what else. The linemen that made the team: Lucas Patrick, Cody Whitehair, Sam Mustipher, Tevin Jenkins, Jatiri Carter, Zachary Thomas, Braxton Jones, Larry Borum, Riley Reef. So 9 offensive linemen, 2 tight ends, which is surprising. Justin Fields, Trevor Siemian, the only quarterbacks. David Montgomery, Khalil Herbert, Treston Ebner. 2 fullbacks make the roster for Chicago. Kari Blasingame and Jake Tonjes. Darrington Evans has been cut. So Darrington Evans, Jack, that's Darry, D-A-R-R-Y-N. He's cut. So I'm fixing our depth charts here as, honestly, this is a bit surprising, some of these here. So bear with us. Jake Tonjes makes the roster. Wow. That's unreal. Kobe says FGB. We got William saying FGB. Like the video if you love the Bears. We're doing this on the fly here. Yes, Darrington Evans has been cut. We are aware of that. I did like Tonjes in the preseason, I must say. He impressed me. Didn't think he'd make the team, though. I thought he'd be a practice squad guy. And maybe he will be tomorrow after some other roster moves are made. I'll just read some more here. 8 defensive linemen made the team. Robert Quinn, Alquadine Muhammad, Dominique Robinson, Travis Gibson. Those are the defensive ends. Angelo Blackson, Kyrus Tonga, Justin Jones, Mike Pennell makes it over Trevon Coley and Mario Edwards. I was a little surprised. Linebackers, Roquan Smith, Nicholas Morrow, Matthew Adams, Joe Thomas, Jack Sanborn, Caleb Johnson. So they keep 6 linebackers. I thought they might just keep 5, but they're going to keep 6 here. Tavon Young was placed on IR. His season is done. 11 defensive backs make the team. Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon, Kendall Vildor, Lamar Jackson, Duke Shelley, Jalen Jones makes the team. Safeties Eddie Jackson, Jaquan Brisker, DeAndre Houston Carson, Dane Cruikshank, and Elijah Hicks. They misspelled Elijah, by the way, in their article. Thomas Graham did get cut, if you're just joining us. We broke that news a little bit earlier for you guys. But Lamar Jackson makes the team. So does Jalen Jones. That is a surprise. He got to play a lot in the preseason, but I did not see that one coming at all. Duke Shelley also made the team, so that's also pretty interesting. Let's see here. $23 cuts from 80. That gets you to 57. Well, Tavon Young IR, so that's 1. I don't know. Please get Sam to help or something. Get the FGBs coming. Shelley was not cut. Someone says Shelley was cut. He was not cut. Not according to the Bears press release. Bob says FGB. Richard says FGB. Jameson says FGB. Tonja's playing tight end. He'll be a fullback tight end hybrid, I'm guessing here. Charles says FGB. Wasim says FGB. I mean, 80 minus 23 is... well, they may not have included guys on here that were cut yesterday. There were 4 cut yesterday. Is that the missing math? Wasim says FGB. Josh says FGB. Go to the first part of the list here. It was Jean Delance, Corey Dublin, Kevin Shaa, Jon Alexander. Okay, so we're down to 53 then. We're good. Let's go through the cuts here. Yeah, because they were yesterday's cuts. So here are the cuts. And then in a moment, we are going to go through the full 53-man roster. Jean Delance, Corey Dublin, Kevin Shaa, Jon Alexander. Those were from yesterday. Mario Edwards, Trevon Coley, De'Montre Tuggle, Nathan Peterman, Sam Kamara, Michael Schofield, Lachavious Simmons, Greg Stroman. Keep this moving, Jack. DeMarquise Gates, Chris Fink, Devontae Harris, Isaiah Coulter, Nasimba Webster, Chase Allen, Thomas Graham, Dieter Iselin also cut, Charles Snowden, Darrington Evans, Micah Treadway, A.J. Thomas, Sean Coleman, James O'Shaughnessy, and then Tavon Young placed on IR. Those are the Bears roster cuts / moves, and we are going to go through all of this here in just a moment. Why don't we just flash all the depth charts real quick, Jack, and we'll kind of just talk about it, and if we need to fix any of them, we will do that in the cut. Quarterback, these are the 2, Justin Fields, Trevor Siemian. We are good to go there. And you guys weigh in the comments. Who is a surprise cut for the Chicago Bears? This is already a mistake. Let's go to receiver next here, Jack, as we keep it moving here for the Bears. Darnell Mooney, Equinemius St. Brown, Byron Pringle, Velus Jones Jr., Dante Pettis, Tajay Sharp, and N'Keal Harry. Running back is still a depth 5, Jack, so I don't know why it's saying full. Oh, that's why. Hang on. FB2, then FB here. All right, that should be fixed in a second. We're going to go to running back here as we break down running back and fullback next here. 3 running backs, David Montgomery, Khalil Herbert, Treston Ebner, Kari Blasingame, Jake Tonjes, 2 fullbacks. I think Tonjes is going to play some tight end here because the Bears are only keeping 2 tight ends right now. So I think Tonjes is going to play some tight end here. Cole Kmet and Ryan Griffin are the 2 tight ends that make the roster. James O'Shaughnessy and Chase Allen are cut. So there you go on that front. I do believe this is correct. 9 offensive linemen here. No real surprises. Zach Thomas did make the team. I thought he would get cut. Michael Schofield was cut. You got your starting 5 there. Jatiri Carter, Sam Mustipher, Zach Thomas, Riley Reif. Of course, Mustipher might be the week 1 starter if Lucas Patrick is not back. These are the defensive linemen. Robert Quinn, Justin Jones, Angelo Blackson, Travis Gibson, Dominique Robinson, Kyrus Tonga, Mike Pinnell, Al-Qadim Muhammad, and then Micah Treadaway makes it as an undrafted free agent as well. Got to fix linebacker here as give me just a Treadaway did get cut? Did we have that on our cuts list? Okay, Treadaway did get cut here, so what did I miss out here? Go to linebacker. I'll come back. Fix me out. Help me out, guys. Who did I miss on the defensive line here? Roquan Smith, Nicholas Morrow, Matthew Adams, Joe Thomas, Jack Sanborn, Caleb Johnson. Those are the 6 linebackers. Sam's giving me a thumbs up. I don't know what that means. 8 defensive linemen. I'll take Treadaway off. I think that's the only thing that it is. Yep, that's it. So go back to defensive line here, Jack, real quick. Once it updates, there we go. These are the 8 that made it. Treadaway was cut. Sorry for that error. We're just doing this on the fly here. Back to linebacker real quick. These 6 made it. Smith, Morrow, Adams, Thomas, Sanborn, and Johnson. And then cornerback, I told you guys for 2 weeks, this is going to be the hardest to figure out. Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon, Kendall Vilder, Lamar Jackson, Duke Shelley, Jalen Jones. I still think you need to go get a corner, but we'll have to wait and see. Safety, this is pretty set in stone for a couple weeks. Eddie Jackson, Jaquan Brisker, DeAndre Houston Carson, Elijah Hicks, and Dane Cruikshank. And then the specialists are as follows: Cairo Santos, Trenton Gill, and Patrick Scales. Do we feel good about doing a cut, Jack? We can just hit the roster cuts after the player card L3, go to sub, and then the depth charts. Does that work? So, all right, cool. That's what we're going to do. We're going to break this all down. Coming up on Chicago Bears now. Going to get into a little bit of a cut here. 1,300 people watching live, so if you want to hit record just in case here, Jack, we can start a loop. Also, hashtag Bears or Super Chat. If you guys Super Chat, we'll answer your questions after we break down the 53-man roster. So hashtag Bears or Super Chat, and then we will answer as many of your questions as we possibly can here on Bears Now. Do you need to hit record, or how are you doing this here? Okay, here we go. Let's break it all down. 53-man roster revealed for the Chicago Bears. What's up? Welcome into Chicago Bears Now. I am your host, Harrison Graham. The Bears' 53-man roster has been unveiled, and quite frankly, some surprises across the board. We'll break down the cuts first, and then we'll go position by position on who made the team, as the Bears have trimmed from 80 players down to 53. Some confusion, but we've got it all figured out here. Here are the cuts for Chicago, the ones from yesterday: Jean Delance, Corey Dublin, Kevin Shaa, and Jon Alexander. Mario Edwards got it kicked off this morning. Him and Trevon Coley were a bit of a surprise. Running back De'Montre Tuggle could be a practice squad candidate, as could Nathan Peterman. They both get cut. Sam Kamara gets waived. Reports are that they would like to bring him back. Michael Schofield is also hitting the road for Chicago, as is Latavius Simmons, although I do think Schofield could be back on the active roster after they put N'Keal Harry on IR because he was carried through the 53. Greg Stroman gets cut. DeMarquise Gates, Chris Fink, Devontae Harris, wide receivers Isaiah Coulter and Nisimba Webster, Chase Allen, Thomas Graham, Dieter Eigeland, and then you've also got a few more here. Charles Snowden, Darrington Evans, minor surprise, as was Micah Treadway, safety A.J. Thomas, Sean Coleman, the veteran offensive lineman. This was a big surprise to me. James O'Shaughnessy, I thought he would make it for sure as a third tight end. Tavon Young placed on IR, which means his season is over, or the Bears will cut him with an injury settlement. Add it all up, that is your roster cuts 53-man roster, which we will update what the 53 players are. Before we go position by position here, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel because more moves are coming. The waiver wire hits tomorrow. Free agents are still out there. The trade market is heating up. I don't think this is going to be the finalized Bears 53-man roster at all. So hit that sub button, turn on notifications, and we will continue to have you guys covered here on Chicago Bears Now. Go ahead and subscribe today. All right, let's go quarterback first here. Justin Fields, Trevor Siemian. We mentioned Nathan Peterman cut. Really no surprises here. I think there's a lot of excitement right now around Justin Fields after he had an excellent preseason. 23 of 30, 243 yards, 3 touchdowns, a QB rating of 133.2, which led the NFC. Did all of that in 9 drives of work. Peterman was cut, like we mentioned. He is a practice squad candidate. In fact, if he doesn't get picked up, I fully expect him to be on the Bears practice squad. So Fields and Siemian make the team. Nathan Peterman gets cut. All right, fill in the blank for us. Justin Fields will have blank touchdowns this season. You can combine passing and rushing here. If I combine it, how about 31? Give me 31. That'd be an awesome season for Fields. 31 touchdowns this year. Fill in the blank. Let us know what you guys think. Some surprises at running back / fullback. David Montgomery, Khalil Herbert, Treston Ebner. No surprises there. I thought Darrington Evans would make it. He did not. Kari Blasingame makes it as a fullback. Jake Tonjes, I had this weird feeling that he might make this team as a second fullback. He does, and I think he's going to give you some tight end versatility because that is the position he played in college. So that's an interesting one to keep an eye on moving forward to see if he ends up sticking on this roster. Wide receiver, I projected 7 yesterday. 7 it is. Darnell Mooney, Equinemius St. Brown, Byron Pringle, Velus Jones Jr., Dante Pettis, Tajay Sharp, N'Keal Harry. Of course, N'Keal Harry is fairly seriously injured. He's expected to return in October. Reports are that he will revert to injured reserve tomorrow. That would, of course, open up a roster spot. A guy like Michael Schofield, who got cut, could potentially return at that point in time. Reports out there as well that Nisimba Webster and Isaiah Coulter are both practice squad candidates, so keep an eye on them. I think there are a couple of players, especially in Coulter's case, that the Bears would like to keep in their system and keep on their practice squad. Tight end, 2 players. Maybe 3 if you count Jake Tonjes. Cole Kmet, Ryan Griffin. That's it. 2 tight ends for now. 2.5 if you want to count Tonjes there. All right, offensive line, 9 players. I projected 8, but Zach Thomas did make the initial 53. Braxton Jones, Cody Whitehair, Lucas Patrick, who's still banged up. Hopefully he's ready for the opener. Tevin Jenkins and Larry Borum. Jatiri Carter, Sam Mustipher, Zach Thomas, Riley Reif makes it. Michael Schofield got cut. I think he could return tomorrow or Thursday after roster cuts go down because N'Keal Harry will go to IR. I think Schofield's a leading candidate to come back and be that swing guard to make this team, but we'll see. Schofield didn't impress that much in the preseason, so maybe he does not make it. Latavius Simmons could be a practice squad candidate. He actually played fairly well at guard in the preseason, so keep an eye on him as a potential guy that could return. BetUS is our sportsbook partner here at Chicago Bears Now, and if you want to make money all season long, go bet on some football, baby. Chatsports.com/Bears. Promo code is BEARDOWN. The Bears are 7.5-point dogs in the season opener. Come on. Go bet the Bears against San Francisco. Promo code BEARDOWN when you sign up. Chatsports.com/Bears. 8 defensive linemen in total, and some surprises here. The first 5 or 6, not surprising. Robert Quinn, Travis Gibson, Dominique Robinson, Al-Qadim Muhammad coming off the edge. Justin Jones, Angelo Blackson, you're starting DT, so no surprising on those 6 guys. Kairos Tonga I thought would make it, but he was a bit on the bubble. I'm shocked Mike Pennell made it. He didn't do much in the preseason. Sam Kamara cut. Trevon Coley, Mario Edwards also cut. Those 2 surprised me a bit, to be honest. I thought Coley earned a roster spot spot in the preseason. Now, he's an accrued vet, so he doesn't hit waivers, I don't believe, so he could return for Chicago. Keep an eye on that. We'll have to wait and see. Mario Edwards, I was a bit surprised by that one. We'll see where he ends up. Reports are that Sam Kamara could return to the practice squad. The Bears would like to bring him back to the practice squad if he clears waivers, so we'll see if that ends up being the case for him. Linebackers, 6 players. I kept going back and forth. I kept projecting 5. Couldn't decide between Joe Thomas, Jack Sanborn, Caleb Johnson, which 2 made it. Well, all 3 made it, as there are 4 through 6. Roquan Smith, Nick Morrow, Matt Adams. Those will probably be your starting linebackers with Adams at Sam, but I think Jack Sanborn could have a chance there, as could Joe Thomas. Notable cut, DeMarquise Gates, the USFL star who had a pretty good preseason. We'll see if he potentially could stick around on the practice squad, but he was cut loose by Chicago. All right, cornerback. I told you guys for 2 weeks this is going to be the hardest to figure out, and I think I was only right about the first 3 here. Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon, Kendall Vildor. They make the team. Lamar Jackson, he makes the team. He had a good camp, didn't play as well in the games, but the Bears are rewarding him, I think, for staying healthy and showing them something in camp. Duke Shelley makes the team. Bit surprised by that. Jalen Jones, I'm shocked. I mean, I'll be honest. I know he got some starting nickel reps during camp, but that was, in most cases, due to necessity, but maybe they don't feel good about Thomas Graham's health right now. They put Tavon Young on IR. They felt like they had to keep him as a backup nickel, I guess. I guess that's the case in Jones's situation there. Safety, these 5 are kind of the guys for a while now. Eddie Jackson, Jaquan Brisker will be your starters. DeAndre Houston Carson, Elijah Hicks, Dane Cruikshank, your backups. All 3 of those guys should have roles on special teams. And then the specialists, your kicker, Cairo Santos. Your punter is Trenton Gill, and then the long snapper is Patrick Scales. You add it all up, and that is the Bears' initial 53-man roster. All right, which Bears cut surprised you the most? Which player that got cut loose surprised you the most? If you had to pick one guy, let me know who it is down in the comments section. Like we said, make sure you subscribe to the channel because we'll continue to bring you Bears news and rumors as they fly in. I don't think this 53-man roster is finalized at all. This is just the initial 53. We'll see what moves could take place in the next 24 hours. Tune in, lock in, subscribe, turn on those notifications. All right, we'll get some shout-outs here. Surprise cut. Thomas Graham from Eric. Yeah, a bit surprised, but not shocked because he missed all of camp, man. New regime, you miss all of camp. I don't know. Greg Stroman, that was a minor surprise. I thought he put up a nice showing in the final preseason game. Let's see. Thomas Graham Jr., the tight end, James O'Shaughnessy. Yeah, that's definitely a bit of a surprise. Mario Edwards Jr., Michael Schofield. I think Schofield could be back. We'll see. We'll see on that front. I'm going to check my Twitter notifications, see if I've got any Bears updates here, Jack. So bear with me here as I just want to see if there's anything in there. Let's see here. Tavon Young to IR. We knew that. Continue to get those shout-outs in. I think we're caught up. I think we're all good. So, yep, that looks good. Thought Gates played well. He did. DeMarquise Gates played well. I'd like to see him back on the practice squad. Someone says O'Shaughnessy. Yeah, O'Shaughnessy was a bit of a surprise. In fact, a big surprise. Bo Pete Keys got cut before the last game, man. So, no surprise on that one. Skylar Hamilton with the super chat. Sangray Kim is a clown. I think he's just a troll, and I guess we've all fallen for it at this point. I think I owe you guys a couple sips, by the way. Paraloo says Don Burr is more of a Bears fan than Lions. Cheers, Paraloo. Cheers, Donnie. Jazz Mitchell, $2 super chat. Appreciate you guys very, very much. Let's flash our super chat menu real quick and then show hashtag Bears or super chat as we're about to get into a mailbag here. Here is our super chat menu. That emoji got glitched up top. All super chats get a shout out. $5 will Beers cheers you. So cheers. $20. I got some Fireball. I'll take some shots. $100. I'll do a beer bong. Usually we do the menu on game days, but we got 1,200 people watching live. So if you guys want to send in some super chats, we'll stay live for a little bit. If not, that's all good as well. But we'll at least do a little bit of live Q&A here. So it is mailbag time. Hashtag Bears or super chat. Get those questions in right now. You can use hashtag Bears or you can super chat. load them up. If you super chat, you jump the line, and I drink for you guys. It's a win-win for everyone involved. So get those questions in right now, #Bears, or you can super chat those questions in here. I see Ryan saying FGB. Let's see. We got, just do it at the bottom. Just enter down and track them there. Ooh, that's a good one. The O.J. Howard. Get that question in there, Jack. I'll hard pause around all these too because a lot of stuff can change. All right, #Bears super chat. Let's get into it on today's show. It is mailbag time here on Chicago Bears Now. I am your host, Harrison Graham. Use #Bears or super chat. We'll make sure to get to as many questions as we can. All right, from Harrison Graham's beard, which was trimmed recently, if you guys didn't notice, what's the cap looking like now? I mean, Mario Edwards, I know, saved a couple million. They were at around 13 million before today, so maybe it's 15 million or so. I'd have to go check and see if there's an updated number. We're recording this mailbag after Tuesday's cut, so can't give you an exact number, but they got some money to make a few moves if they want to. Should be about 15, 16 million. ACG, no message, just wanted to support the channel. Oh, wait, I did forget. FGB. Get the FGBs going in the comments because we can't stand Green Bay on this channel. FGB, baby. Seth Holman, appreciate the $5. I'll drink for that one. In Brog, same thing. Do you have a top-to-bottom ranking for the offensive linemen? Drink up there. Well, here's the depth chart after initial roster cuts, and I'll kind of rank them for you guys. It's kind of tough to just purely rank them. If everyone's healthy, Cody Whitehair is the most proven lineman you have. After that, kind of a crapshoot. I love Tevin Jenkins' upside. Riley Reiff has had a great career, but he's not going to start for this team, at least not at first. Lucas Patrick's a good vet. Borum and Jones, they're young players, so it's hard to project how good they are right now. But you've got some young talent here, and the Bears are banking on a few of these young guys to emerge and play well this year. Larry Rosen, sorry if your son is Josh. I believe they will trade Velus Jones Jr. and another player for a wide receiver. I don't believe they will trade Velus Jones Jr. They might trade for a receiver, but I don't believe they're going to trade Velus Jones Jr. They just drafted him in the 3rd round. He flashed in the one preseason game he played in on special teams. I don't think he's going anywhere. Damon Stout, Thomas Graham should have made the team. I like Thomas Graham. I would have kept him over Jalen Jones, but the Bears regime knows more than we do, and here's the deal. Thomas Graham did not practice or play at all in the preseason. I like his upside, but he's got to be out there. He hasn't been out there. Maybe he returns. We'll see. Maybe they bring him under the practice squad, and if they get him up to speed, he gets healthy, they could elevate him, but you know, it is what it is. If you're unavailable, that hurts your chances, especially with the new regime. Let's get the bear downs going in the comments. Type bear down, whether it's with the letters or with the emojis here. Doesn't matter. You know the movement. It's bear down and it's FGB. That's what we're all about here at Chicago Bears Now. So get both of those mottos in the comment section. Let's get bear down trending here on YouTube. All right, Christy, sign O.J. Howard. Listen, let's show the tight end depth chart here, Jack. After initial cuts, the Bears only kept 2 tight ends. Now, depending on when you're watching this could change. Cole Kmet, Ryan Griffin. And, yes, I'm acknowledging Jake Ton just made the team. He played tight end in college. He could be your 3rd tight end, but he played more fullback in the preseason. So we'll call it 2.5 tight ends made the team initially. So, look, if O.J. Howard's available, I'd bring him in here. I don't know what happened in Buffalo, but he's done some decent things in the NFL. Emilio De Leon, do you think Leatherwood is an option even with 9 linemen? I mean, look, if he clears waivers and is super cheap, I wouldn't be opposed. I don't think he's a starter right now, but could you develop him? Could you work him at guard? I think kind of like Tevin Jenkins moving to guard, that could be something similar to try with Alex Leatherwood. I don't think he's quick enough to play tackle, but, you know, he's got some power. I think he could be a decent guard with more development. I mean, would you rather have him or, like, Zach Thomas, or him or bring back Michael Schofield, something like that? That's how you got to be thinking. So I'm open to it. I'm not, gonna beg for them to sign Leatherwood, but I don't think it's the worst idea. I could be talked into it. Marty McFly, who do you want the Bears to pick up from other teams' cuts? Couple guys I'm looking at. Tyler Johnson, Preston Williams, a couple of guys I'd be interested. Maybe Josh Gordon, maybe. He could be a guy to target. Ryan Poles should be familiar with him in Kansas City from last year. So some receivers. I'd have to look at the cornerback list a little bit closer, but yeah, those are a few guys I would definitely keep an eye on. I don't know how teams view him right now since he's suspended the entire year for the gambling situation. So use hashtag Bears Super Chat. We'll get to some more questions. Arnon, do you think we could get a better CB to play outside? I think you do need a better outside corner. And Arnon, try not to spam. We see all the questions, but when you spam, it wipes out some of the other people's questions, and we're not able to get to those. So if you guys have asked questions and haven't gotten them answered, load them up because they all just got wiped out by Arnon here. You didn't know. It's all good, but, type it once or twice and then, just chill after that because we have a lot of people trying to get in here. JF1, Bears Forever. Should we try bringing back Jesper Horsted? I assume he got cut. I'm going to look it up real quick. Let's see. Jesper Horsted. Can't see if he actually has. I assume he has been, but listen, the Bears cut him for a reason. I don't think they're going to bring him back. I think the Jesper Horsted experiment has kind of come and gone, especially considering he is not on another team right now. Be sure to follow us on the Call-In app because it's Twitter Spaces on steroids, basically. And we go live after every single Bears game, or at least as many as we can. Post-game shows, weekly live shows. Usually we go live on Tuesday, not this week, though. But we're still going to go live at some point. So go ahead, subscribe, chatsports.com/BearsCallin. It's got a caller queue. That way you guys can hop in and I take your calls. Download the app on iOS or Android. And if you have any questions, DM me. We'll help you get set up. We want to get more people subscribed over there because I want to hear from you guys. That way we can chop up some more Bears football. Notorious TBG, did you see the new Kurt Warner breakdown of Justin Fields? Really good. Had some critiques about quicker reading of the field. Yeah, I mean, that's been a fairly common kind of study of Fields is if he can get just a tick quicker at surveying the field. But I think he's gotten notably quicker this preseason compared to last year, and it's increased throughout the preseason. So, yeah, I'll have to go watch. I've seen a couple clips of that, but I definitely need to go watch more. I think Justin Fields is making good progress. Malcolm Graham, who is more likely to get cut to make room for someone for the waiver wire? I mean, Jake Tonjes is a second fullback / tight end, although since they're light at tight end, maybe not him. I could see Zach Thomas getting cut, Jalen Jones. There's a few guys. Obviously, N'Keal Harry is going to free up one spot, but those are a few other guys that could get cut. Justin Rother says, trade for Jalen Reagor. If it's cheap enough, I wouldn't give up a premium pick. 6th? Maybe. He's been kind of a bust up to this point, but Ian Cunningham, the assistant GM, was there in Philly with Reagor. I'm sure he's informed Poles everything he needs to know about the young receiver. Haquan Walsh, $2, appreciate it. What do you think about Alex Leatherwood to Chicago? Talked about this earlier. I'm open to it. I'm not going to claim him off waivers because you have to take on $6 million in cap, and he's not been good. So I don't think any team will. But if he clears waivers, would I be interested in signing him as a developmental offensive lineman? He's got some talent. He went first round. He shouldn't have. He should have been a second or third round guy. He was a part of that garbage John Gruden, Mike Mayock regime. But there's some physical traits there. I like him more as a guard than a tackle, but I wouldn't completely close the door on that. Cameron Walker, what wide receiver or cornerback would you take if available? Well, I need to see a list of who's available. I'd like to sign Tyler Johnson. Like if they put in a claim for Johnson and got him, I'd be pretty happy. The Bucs receiver who had a strong preseason has done some things early in his career. I was surprised he got cut. Corner, again, I need to look at more guys who are out there, but I think this team could definitely use another outside corner. Aaron Thompson, trade for Denzel Mims. Looked good in that final preseason game. Balled out. Had like 90 catches and a touchdown. Definitely open to it if the price is right. So we'll have to wait and see. I definitely think wide receiver, corner, and potentially O-line, 3 positions that could definitely still be altered between now and week 1 and at some point this week, quite frankly. All right, Bears fans, you guys know the motto. Type FGB down in the comment section. Get the FGBs going because F Green Bay, we don't like the Packers here. That's just how we roll. So get the FGBs going. Eric, weakest position group after the cuts. Ah, gosh. It's probably still, it's probably receiver, honestly. Not that there were any surprises there, but that's not new information. Cornerback depth is pretty questionable. I like the top three of Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon, and I don't mind Kendall Vilder. After that, I don't love the depth at corner. So those are a couple spots, I would say. Let me know what you guys think. Dylan, sign Xavier Rhodes. He's good and knows Eberflus' system. I'd be open to it. I do wonder if Eberflus knows him well, why has this not been considered before? But yeah, he'd be an example of a depth outside corner guy that could either start, put some pressure on Kendall Vilder or be a decent backup. Frank Sinatra, great voice. If the Niners start Lance, what do you think the odds of the Bears winning is? Trey Lance will start the opener. Let's just get that clear. Now, I did tweet out on Monday that I think at some point Jimmy Garoppolo will start games this year because I think that move shows they're not 100% confident in Lance right now. But if they start Lance, I've said all along, I think the Bears have a pretty good chance of winning that game. It's at home. It's the opener. It's a young quarterback on the other side with less experience than your own quarterback. And the Niners at times start seasons slow. You want to catch them early. So, yeah, I think they got a decent chance there. Sangray Kim is back. Your thoughts on Poles drafting Brisker when Pickens was available? Pickens looks like a monster. Pickens has looked great. Jaquan Brisker also looks like a monster. I'm fine with it. Sure, you could have gone Pickens there, but Brisker's going to be a stud for this team, so I don't have a problem with what he did there. ACG, FGB, F Minnesota, F the toilet, and bear the F down. What's good, I almost called you FGB. ACG. ACG saying FGB. It rhymes, baby. And Brog again, how good are we if we beat San Francisco and Green Bay to start? If the Bears beat the Niners and Packers the first 2 weeks, they've put the league on notice. Hell, let's get a split. You split those 2 games, you got to be feeling pretty good about where you're at. So, but if you sweep those 2, yeah, Bears could be off to the races. We'll see. If we didn't get to your question, we apologize. Follow me on social media at HGramNFL, both on Twitter and Instagram. You can ask me your questions there. A lot of maneuvers still to come when it comes to the Chicago Bears. So go ahead, give me a follow, ask me your questions. I'll answer as many as I can over on social media at HGramNFL on both platforms. You guys know the motto. Get the FGBs going here. Type FGB. Get the FGBs going. Chaz says FGB. Alan says FGB. We got JJ in there. Alan Mack, my Ireland buddy. Got Jonathan saying FGB. Chaz Mitchell saying FGB. Marie says FGB. Robert Mon saying that as well. Get the FGBs going. All right, so here's the deal. We got 1,000 people watching live, so I'm down to hang out for a bit. But we need some super chats to do it. We're less than $50 away from $100. Here's the deal. A lot of studio space needed today because every single team is unveiling their 53-man roster, and Chat Sports has about 20 teams that we cover on a day-to-day basis here, not just the Bears. So if we're going to stay live, use up this studio, got to get some super chats to justify keeping it going. And if you guys don't want to, no big deal. We'll sign off, send this to Loop or whatever the case may be. But if we're going to stay alive, send in some super chats. All super chats get a shout out. Your question gets answered. $5 super chat where Beers cheersing you. You talking to me? What's up? The waiver order is out. This is actually pretty important. The Bears are number 7 in the waiver order behind Jacksonville, who's number 1, Detroit number 2. I think this is based on the draft order, by the way. Texans number 3, Jets 4, Giants 5, Carolina 6. Bears would be 7. So if they put in some waiver claims, decent chance they'll get their get their guy potentially. So they'll have to decide on who they want to put a claim in for. But that is the waiver order, and this is our Super Chat menu. So there you go. There you have it. If you want to stay live and chop up some Bears football, go ahead and send in a Super Chat. Let's circle back to the cuts here, Jack. If you're just joining us, here are the roster cuts for Chicago. A couple of offensive linemen from yesterday, Jean Delance, Corey Dublin, Kevin Shaa, the receiver out of Liberty, Jon Alexander, the defensive back. A couple D linemen that were mildly surprising, Mario Edwards, Trevon Coley, running back De'Montre Tuggle got cut, quarterback Nathan Peterman got cut, Sam Kamara, the edge rusher, got cut, Michael Schofield got released. We'll see if he returns or not. Lachavious Simmons could be a practice squad candidate. Greg Stroman got cut as well. Linebacker DeMarquise Gates. Wide receiver Chris Fink. Devontae Harris, the veteran corner, got released. Isaiah Coulter, Nasimba Webster, a couple of receivers that could return to the practice squad. Chase Allen, the tight end. Cornerback Thomas Graham Jr., offensive lineman Dieter Eiselin. They both get cut. Charles Snowden gets cut. Running back Darrington Evans gets released. So does UDFA defensive tackle Micah Treadaway. I thought he was going to make the team. He did not. Safety A.J. Thomas got released. Sean Coleman, the offensive lineman. James O'Shaughnessy, the veteran tight end, maybe the biggest surprise. And then cornerback Tavon Young also got placed on IR, so his season is over. He could get released via an injury settlement once he gets healthy. All right, a couple Super Chats coming in here. Let's keep it going. Oh, a couple 20 bombs. Let's ride. Do the Bears take another look at Nick Kwiatkowski if he clears waivers? I'd be open to it. The fact that he couldn't make Ryan Pace's Atlanta Falcons is a bit concerning, but yeah, that's definitely a possibility, and cheers up. All right, we just crossed $100 in Super Chats. Let's keep it going. Michael with the $20, which means I got to take a shot. Aaron Williams with the 20, which means I got to take 2 shots. Very curious to know your thoughts on Thomas Graham Jr. getting cut. Really thought he was a potential starter one day. Was it due to injury? Look, I think he does have starting upside. I honestly believe that, Aaron. But he missed all of camp in the preseason. All of it. That hurts. Now, could he return to the practice squad or to the 53-man roster? I think it's possible. 1 shot down. But you got to be available, man. It's a new regime. You're a young player who hasn't proven a lot. You have got to prove yourself in this league. A 50-piece coming in. We're getting rolling here on Bears Now. Let's go, baby. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. I'm told we got the studio for at least a few more minutes. Keep the supers rolling. Let's take that second shot here. Julius Thomas with the Super Chat, $10. If the Bears beat the Niners and Packers to start the season, the national media would still find a way to make it a negative. Hey, the national media has been all over the place. They said Fields and the Bears were screwed all season, and then Keyshawn Johnson compared Fields to Patrick Mahomes after one good preseason game. It's all over the place. Oh, and by the way, how about Ian Rappaport yesterday saying Tevin Jenkins could very well still get traded? Not only is he not getting traded, Michael Schofield got cut. Yeah, Jenkins is going to start. And then Dan Orlovsky, does this mean Jenkins is staying at guard? Yeah, he started there for over 2 weeks and has been a 2 preseason game starter. Yes, that's what that means. Unbelievable. 2 sips for that 10-piece. Jess Laysath, FGB, Rodgers will stay choking in the playoffs. Hey, listen, 12-10 in the playoffs, 1 Super Bowl. They've had way too many talented teams to come up short that many times. So there you go. Michael with the $50 Super Chat. Round of applause. He's leading the way here today. Love your content, man. Keep it up in FGB. That's 2 shots and then 2 big swigs of my Truly here. So we'll get it going. Maybe my guy Money Marsh will start taking shots with me. He's available today. There's one. Cheers. Now I gotta take a couple swigs here. I appreciate your love. FGB, get the FGBs going in the comments. Spam FGB and I'll give some shout outs. Kit with the Super Chat. bottoms up. Bears starting this season. What does that say? 2-0. Duh, Bears. FGB, baby. Get the FGBs going for Kit. We got Ricardo saying FGB. JF1 saying FGB. Alan Mack saying FGB. Glenn says, Harrison, you don't have the balls to chug that bottle. I mean, not for free, I don't. I mean, if someone sends in a $500 super chat, I might chug it for 10 seconds. Hey, man. Will I finish the bottle for $100? No. Oh, $600? How about this? If we get if one person sends in $600, which I think the max is $500, by the way. So if you send in a $500 and then a $100, I won't finish it myself, but we as a company will. I promise you that. If one person sends in $600, we will get it done. We will get it done. Another 50-piece. There's a couple more shots. It may not even take that. We might just incrementally get there. Hey, Marsh, you taking a shot with me, Marsh? Tony says, coming from the Bears Reddit community, we say FTP over there instead of FGB. I feel stupid. Does someone know what? F the Packers, duh. Hey, man. I started my own movement with FGB, and that's how we're doing it here. But FTP works too, but I'm more of an FGB guy. Can someone move the T-shirts to the sheets? Can we show the FGB shirts? Can we get that going? We'll get that in there if you guys want to get an FGB shirt. So I got to take 2 more shots for this. And 2 swigs. Wow. Happy Tuesday. Let's go to Brandon here. 3 swigs now. Cheers. God, what is that, about 8 shots already? Brandon says, when can we expect a best available update with the staff? I want project type of players. Cheers, bear down. Well, cheers. I do hear what you're saying. We might have a video tonight for something like that. We'll for sure monitor all the moves tomorrow. Stay tuned is what I will say. Stay tuned. All right. Jack, tell them about the FGB shirts. I got to send a tweet out real quick. Producer Jack on the mic.
We have an absolutely wonderful deal for you guys here. If you go to chatsports.com/FGB, you're going to get this wonderful, amazing, just really great looking FGB Chat Sports branded shirt, $27.99. That's all it takes. $27.99. Go to chatsports.com/FGB. You can wear these during the NFL season. You can show that you hate the Packers.
Week 2 Packers game. Week 2.
Week 2. We're
Gotta
taking
get your
on
shirt
the Packers. Now. Show that you hate the Packers. Show that you hate Aaron Rodgers. Get an FGB shirt.
I'm going to pin this in the live chat, by the way, the shirt.
Chatsports.com/FGB. Matt Nagy in the chat saying $27.99. I know, it's such a great deal, right? Chatsports.com/FGB. $27.99. Get your FGB Chat Sports shirts. Become a part of the family.
Just pinned it in the live chat, guys. Just pinned it in the live chat. Get your FGB shirts right now. Sizes up to XXL. Rock them today, and if you send me photos of you rocking them, I got a few compiled. I'm going to show them all during our Week 1 watch party. Load those up, and we'll show you on our live watch party in Week 1. All right, speaking of, you know the motto, type FGB, and let's keep the super chats rolling here. What is the Raiders report? Anybody have an updated number for them? Let's see here. I could pull it up. Let's see how much they got in soups. Jack, you want to get some FGB shout-outs here?
All right, Eric, Darius, Tyler, Liz, Alexander, Carlos, Jerome,
the Raiders
Aaron,
report.
Woody.
The Raiders report, by the way, is up to $1,100 in super chats. Hey, we got 220. I'm feeling good about that. And the Raiders have been live for a while longer, but they had a trade happen live. They've had a lot going on. and they have crazy fans. But you know what? Bears fans can bring the heat too. Can we get more super chats than the Raiders? I'll get some shout outs and then we'll show that menu again. Alan says FGB. Kit says FGB. We got Joe Matter saying FGB. Frank getting the FGB. Someone says it's that Vegas money. Hey, man, it's a lot of Oakland people too, believe it or not. Tyler saying FGB. Joe saying FGB. Get your FGBs in. Let's ride. Let's make it happen. Let's get it. Let's go. Alan saying FGB. We got F. Karen Rogers from Frank. Eric says FGB. Willie says FGB. FGB from Vegas. Hey, if it's that Vegas money, Pete, prove it. Amon Ra says FGB. Jacob saying it as well. Here's our Super Chat menu if you want us to hang out live. We just got one from Mr. Inglewood. We'll go to that in a second. Plus, get the hashtag Bears in there too. We'll answer some other questions, but Super Chats will take priority. All Super Chats get a shout-out. $5. We'll keep drinking beers here. We'll take big swigs. $20 for taking shots of Fireball. For $100, we'll do a beer bong. No $100 ones yet, but I'm ready to go. We'll do a beer bong for $100. So load them up, get them in, and we'll stay live for a little while. Mr. Inglewood says, I know Chris Sims is punching air about now. Okay, yes, we got to talk about this. Kellen Mond, the fraud Kellen Mond got cut today. Third-round pick last year, and I'm not going to call specific people out. I remember a few of you, and that's okay. Sometimes we're right about prospects, sometimes we're wrong. That's the nature of the business. Some of you guys wanted Kellen Mond. I'm not saying first round, not like that fraud Chris Sims was saying, better than Justin Fields. But some of y'all wanted Kellen Mond. I told you day after day, Kellen Mond sucks. He's not going to be good in this league. I watched him for 4 years in college. He's not good. He got cut by year 2. Sometimes I'm right. Sometimes I'm wrong, but sometimes I'm right. Kellen Mond, he ain't it. Tyler with a question here. Biggest practice squad possibilities. Good question, Jack. We can cycle through the cuts. I won't read them off name by name. We can kind of just B-roll it here, but I'll kind of verbally mention a few guys here based on the cuts that went down. Trevon Coley, he's been around a little while longer. Nathan Peterman, De'Montre Tuggle, those are a couple of guys that could return. I know they'd like to bring Sam Kamara back. I think Schofield could return to the active 53 after they put N'Keal Harry on IR. We'll have to see there. Some other guys that I'd like to see, Latavius Simmons possibly, DeMarquise Gates, maybe Isaiah Coulter and Nasimba Webster. Those are a couple guys. Chase Allen I'd be interested in bringing back to the practice squad. Definitely Thomas Graham if he doesn't get picked up. Maybe Dieter Eiselen as a depth center. He was okay in the preseason. Darrington Evans, I'd like to see him back. Micah Treadaway as well. I actually like how A.J. Thomas played. I think safety was just a crowded position. And then that's probably it based on the Bears guys. I like James O'Shaughnessy, but as a vet, he may get signed elsewhere. So we'll have to wait and see on that front. But those are a few names I'd keep an eye on in terms of the practice squad. Swindle said, if Jack Sanborn balls out, do they pay Roquan next year? I mean, that would be quite a leap for Sanborn to reach a level where they don't want to keep Roquan. I don't think Jack Sanborn will have any impact on whether or not Roquan gets paid. I'll just leave it at that. TD Productions, I'm a bit concerned about Kendall Vilder in the starting lineup. Do you think we will pick up a corner? I do think picking up a corner is a possibility. And let me mention this as well, TD. He's only going to be on the field in nickel situations. He'll be the outside corner there. If it's a 4-3 base, Gordon's going to be the other outside corner. So Gordon's going to play outside and nickel. If it's nickel, he'll slide to the nickel. Vilder will be that outside second corner. We'll see what percentage of snaps that is, but it won't be 100%, maybe like 60, 65%. So yeah, I certainly understand what you're saying, and I would still say on top of that, I would like to go out and get a corner. But I do think Vilder will play better in this system than he played in the prior scheme, and I think that's shown early on. He had a nice pass breakup in the third preseason game in the end zone, so we'll see what he's able to do moving forward. TD Production, it's the same super chat here. Sorry about that. We'll get to the next one here. Hashtag Bears or super chat. If you super chat, you jump the line like in Brog. We'll get to that in a second. I'm curious, will Byron Pringle play the first game? I hope so. When he first pulled his quad, they acted like he should be back for week 1, but he has not gone through a full practice since that happened. So we'll have to wait and see, but I hope that's the case because I think Pringle will have a role on this football team. And Brog here, how bold is it to say that our O-line will be top 10 this year? Our O-line coach is developing some great young guys. Top 10 feels bold. I'd be happy with top 20, honestly. If this offensive lineman performs at a top 20 level, that is a massive improvement. This was arguably the worst line in the NFL last year. Probably was the worst. So top 20 would be great. Top 20 would be great. Top 10 would be sensational. Give Chris Morgan assistant coach of the year if that happens. Bring back Jesse James. I don't think so. I don't think Jesse James is going to be back here as a veteran tight end. So we shall see. Michael Ortman, what do you think about Willie Snead? Not much. Niners cut him today. Don't have much interest. He's not that good at this point, so I don't have really any strong feelings about Willie Snead at this point in time. What's your fantasy football team name this year? Mine is Fields of Dreams. I had my draft last night. I haven't come up with my name yet because I drafted it, then I basically went to bed to get ready for today. Did not get Justin Fields, unfortunately. I was going to take him in one of the last few rounds, but someone else drafted and stashed him. So I'll have to see, depending on who's on my team. I'll have to pull it up and kind of tinker with it. Super Chat menu, haven't gotten one in a minute, but if you feel so inclined, here it is. All Super Chats get a shout-out. If you send in $5, we're drinking beer. $20, a shot of Fireball. For $100, we will do a beer bong. So go ahead, load them up. Hashtag Bears or Super Chat. Jack, why don't we, just for safety reasons with the amount of stuff can change, why don't we just do another mailbag and you can just kind of freelance the questions here. So get the Bear Downs in, and then we're going to do another mailbag here on Bears Now. So Matthew, if you could document some more questions here as they come in. We're going to do another live mailbag. After this mailbag, if Super Chats are slowing down, may have to give up the studio space. So up to you guys how long we stay live here. John says Bear Down. Ryan says Bear Down. Ultra Instinct says Bear Down. Darius Smith saying Bear Down. So does Cameron. Kahana. We got Seth. Joe saying FGB. Ish saying Bear Down. So appreciate all of you guys very, very much. All right, hashtag Bears, Super Chat. We're going to do another mailbag here on Chicago Bears Now. So hashtag Bears or Super Chat. Make the first way and shout out your city. I want to try that on this here, Jack, and then second one could be whatever. Hashtag Bears, Super Chat. Let's get going here on Chicago Bears Now. We can go calling here. That's fine. All right, hashtag Bears or Super Chat. Let's get into it. Welcome into Bears Now by Chat Sports. I'm Harrison Graham. It is mailbag time. Going to answer some questions here, so load them up. Hashtag Bears or Super Chat. We'll get to as many of them as we possibly can here on the show. Let's start with Nick here. Go get Alex Leatherwood. Not opposed. Wouldn't claim him off waivers. Too expensive. But if he clears waivers, sure, I'd sign him for cheap. I think there will probably be a lot of interest for cheap for him, so he'll probably look for the best fit to get some playing time early. Maybe that's the Bears, but I wouldn't necessarily view him as a potential starter, at least not for this year. Eric Hoagland. Who's Jalen Jones? Legit don't remember him. We didn't talk about him a ton. He got some starting reps at nickel in camp because Tavon Young missed time. Kyler Gordon missed some time. Thomas Graham missed a lot of time, so he was just kind of thrown in there. And I guess the Bears saw enough to carry him through the initial 53. I'm legitimately surprised he made the initial 53-man roster. Josip says, when will Devin Hester be introduced into the Hall of Fame? Hopefully he gets voted in this year. It's BS he didn't get in his first year of eligibility. That's why I didn't even watch the Hall of Fame this year. What a joke. He's absolutely worthy of being in. He's the best returner in the history of the game. If you're the best at what you do in your sport, you're a Hall of Famer. I don't care what the position is. The best kicker should be in, the best punter. Hell, the best long snapper should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know how you determine that one, but Devin Hester should be in the freaking Hall. He's a legend. Put him in there. Cameron Walker, are you trusting Siemian? God forbid something happens. I think he's a fine backup. I think he's an above-average backup quarterback. There's a lot worse backups in the NFL. There's better backups. He's no Jimmy Garoppolo as a backup, that's for sure. But I think Siemian can run the offense and, at least not blow the game for you. He may not go out and win you games, but he's not going to lose them either. He can be a game manager. Tyler, what do you think of Darnell Mooney saying he played through a groin injury all season? I think he's going to have a monster season. Darnell Mooney's a beast. He's a stud. He's tough as hell. He plays much bigger than his size. He's fast. He's put in the work with Justin Fields. I think he's going to have a special year. I am very, very high on where Darnell Mooney is right now, and I think you guys should be as well. Shout out your city. Let us know where you guys are watching from, wherever you're tuning in from on today's show. Light up the comment section. I want to hear from you guys. Shout out your city. We're here in Dallas, Texas. Ultra Instinct YouTube. Bears go 10-7. Having competent coaching and play calling makes a huge difference. Hashtag Bear Down. Get the Bear Downs going in the comment section right now. Bear Down. Yeah, I've said all along, coaching alone is going to help this team play a lot better. Schedule's easier. I wouldn't rule out a 9 or 10 win season. I'm not projecting that, but with an easier schedule and a better coaching staff and an improved Justin Fields, why can't it at least be possible? That's what I'll continue to say. Yusuf, who is your top free agent waiver wire pickup? Top just pure free agent. Gosh, we're like the big free agents at this point. And Ndamukong Suh, Emmanuel Sanders. There's some vets that haven't been on teams. Waiver wire, you think of a guy like I like Johnson from the Bucks. Why am I forgetting his name? Producer Jack, the receiver. I've talked about him all year. It starts with the T. Jeez Louise. Something Johnson. Help me out in the chat, guys. Tyler Johnson. I don't know why I was drawing a blank there. There's some guys. Preston Williams I'm intrigued by. So, yeah, those are a few names. Graham B. Kevin King for corner. Not that interested. I don't think he's that good. Ryan Nolan. Did Borum seriously look good enough in the preseason to start at right tackle? I think he got better throughout, but I think Riley Reif is sitting there in case you need to play him. So I think Borum will get the first crack, and if he holds up, good. If not, you got a vet in Riley Reif. So I think that's what it's going to be at first. Rick Reuter, Thomas Graham, a surprise cut? Yeah, I think so. Not a huge surprise because he missed all of camp in the preseason, but I would call it a surprise. Him, James O'Shaughnessy, Mario Edwards, Trevon Coley, some cuts I was surprised with for sure. Bears top 15 offense. Playoffs if that happens, because this defense is going to be top 15, I think. So, yeah, let's make it happen. Kahandula, thoughts on Fields in the Browns game this preseason? Played great, man. We have his preseason numbers. We can flash them real quick for you guys. Justin Fields in the preseason, 9 drives, played 5 against the Browns, threw all 3 touchdowns in that one, but did some good things in the other 2 games as well. 23 of 30 overall, 243 and 3 touchdowns. Kind of a game's worth of stats over 3 preseason games. If his games look like this, I think we're going to be pretty happy watching the Bears this year because he was sensational. Got to understand it's preseason, but I think it's a good start. Joe Wiltshire, who is the best fit at corner to get from waivers? Got to look at the list closer. Got to see who's out there. Yeah, they need a corner, though. I think they should add another player there. N'Keal Harry for DK Metcalf. The Seahawks say FCHI. No chance. I mean, N'Keal Harry at a first and a second or something like that. N'Keal Harry doesn't have much trade value. The Bears traded a 7th for him, and then he got hurt. So, yeah, that's not realistic, even on Madden, Edward. Okay, follow us on Callin. Callin is an audio social podcasting app similar to Twitter Spaces where I go live. There's a caller queue, and I take calls. You guys can ask me your questions, give me your hot Bears opinions, and we chop it up back and forth. It's your chance to call in, connect with me, and my chance to connect with you on a more direct level. We'll have some post-game shows on the Callin app as well. Subscribe right now, chatsports.com/BearsCallin. Be sure to download the app on iOS and Android as well. We will continue to do these live shows every single week over on the Callin app. What is Darius Slayton's status? So he made the Giants' initial 53. I still think they're looking to trade him potentially, but that's it for now. Connected to trade rumors. If he doesn't get traded, we'll see if he gets cut or if the Giants end up keeping him. Tiger 2308, will Justin Fields be better than Jay Cutler? He's more talented and he's got a better head on his shoulders. I think the work ethic's better. But Jay Cutler was not a bad player at all. He had good years here. So he's definitely not there yet, but I think the ceiling is certainly higher. No doubt about it. Roberto Renteria, do you think Bears will still make a move or two before the season opener? Absolutely. The initial 53-man roster will change. I am very confident in saying that things will change for at least up to 2 or 3 roster spots. I'm pretty confident in that. Eric Hoagland, Anthony Ferkser for tight end. Anthony Ferkser, let's look him up. He was with, let's see here. He's been with the Titans as mostly a fullback. I think he was actually the guy that, did he beat out, no, he's been more of a tight end actually. Some fullback, but mostly tight end. Okay, I mean, career in 4 seasons, 1,100 yards, 5 touchdowns. I think it's a tight end 3. I wouldn't be opposed, but I like James O'Shaughnessy as a tight end 3 option. So clearly they were not pleased with how he performed. Would you be interested in Sani? I don't know who Sani is. Mohamed Sanu, maybe is who you're talking about? Okay, Mohamed Sanu. Not really. He's just okay at this point. I don't think he really adds any. Like, what's the difference between Mo Sanu and Tajay Sharp? I actually think Sharp has more upside, so not much interest. Joe Wiltshire, would you be interested in Malcolm Butler? Potentially. He's one of those corners. He's played in this league. He's not what he was, but as like a vet outside guy, yeah, he that's the type of guy I would potentially have interest in. The Patriots cut him as an injury designation, but I think he could be getting healthy soon. So potentially Malcolm Butler is an option. Yeah, I could see that. Type FGB if you hate the Packers down in the comment section. If you like the Packers, then don't type anything. So if you're not typing FGB, you must be a cheesehead. That's all I know. So type FGB if you can't stand Green Bay and if you want to beat their ass in week 2. A few more here. Joseph says, where is Larry Ogunjobi? Can we sign him now? The Steelers signed him, so no, can't sign him. Marty McFly, what do you think about picking up Logan Ryan from the Bucs now that they waived him? There's a report that they're probably going to bring him back. This was just like one of those roster maneuvering things, so if not, sure, I'd be interested. He'd be a nice versatile DB, but don't think that's going to be realistic. Flat Horizons, how do you feel about the amount of penalties Chicago had during the preseason? They didn't have that many, if I remember correctly. They were pretty disciplined overall, so good. You want to be a disciplined football team. Jonathan, what we thinking about Josh Gordon since he's available? Open to it. Don't have high expectations, and a year and change with the Chiefs didn't really flash much at all. So just understand going in, this is not the Josh Gordon of old. Could he come in, compete, and be better than a couple of the guys you have? Possibly, but expectations are pretty low on Josh Gordon right now. All right, get the FGBs going. We'll do a little shot clock jack, and then we will make a decision after that. Do we have a loop cut? Do you want to loop the initial? Is there a way for you to do that? The initial, well, the initial Q&A. Let's do that. And then, worst case, it loops once and we kill it if we need the studio space. Still have good audience. Get the FGBs going, and then we're going to flash the Super Chat menu one more time, and we'll have some fun with that. All right, bet. Peanut says FGB. Willie says FGB. B. Shannon saying FGB. Gamble says FGB. Tiger says FGB. Willie says FGB. Dot says FGB. Chi-Town Joe saying FGB as well. All right, here's the deal. Here's the Super Chat menu. We're going to play a little game, a little shot clock game that we've played before here, but it's been a little bit here on Bears Now. All Super Chats get a shout out. $5 will Beers cheers you. $20 will take a shot of Fireball. $100 will do a beer bong. How about this? I'm going to start the clock. 2 minutes here. If we don't get a Super Chat in the next 2 minutes, we're going to sign off here. If we do, we'll keep it going. We'll start the clock over. Probably after this time, we'll go 1 minute at a time. So 2 minutes. If we don't get super chats, we got to free up the studio space. There's a lot of videos that need to be published today here at Chat Sports. Believe it or not, this is not a two-man company. It's not just me and Jack here. We got about 20 people trying to get their videos done. So 30 seconds gone. We've reached $226 in super chats. There's our menu. If you want me to keep drinking, if you want to keep chopping up some Bears football, we will keep it going. Jesus saying wait till the final second. That's risky. If the clock runs out, the clock runs out. So there you go. 45 seconds gone. Almost at a minute here. 50 seconds gone now. So almost halfway there. If we don't get any super chats, we're going to send the show on loop. And, oh, I see what Bo's doing here. $1 super chat. $1 super chat. That resets the clock. This time it goes down to 90 seconds. 90 seconds, starting fresh. If you want to keep it going, send in some super chats. If not, we'll wrap this up. In the meantime, type FGB. Jesus says, call it a Hail Mary. Tamika says FGB. Torian says LOL. There's another super chat. We're resetting. $2 from Jess. Hey, I'm having a kid with a Packers fan. FGB. Okay, hey. Sorry to hear, but I hope it's a nice person. That's all you have in love. If it's true love, that's all that matters. FGB, we're starting over, 90 seconds here. Get the FGBs going. Tamika, Christian, Busy, Zero. This is a fun. Can you get that comment? Do you have non-filtered comments? Chris, you see Chris's? This is a good comment. Go to Chris's comment here. Get the FGBs. She's a 10, but she's a Green Bay fan, LOL. That's a good meme. I may steal that for Twitter. That's good stuff. Joe says FGB. Malcolm says FGB. That is. I might have to use that. That's good stuff, Chris. Do I have permission to use that, Chris? Kurt says FGB. 40 seconds gone. We're only doing a minute and a half this time. If no supers come in, we got to send this on loop. Eric says he says LOL, actually. J-Man saying FGB. Chris says yes, sir. Appreciate that, Chris. Mike Cross says FGB. We got Chris saying bear down. Joe saying FGB, Nathan, Ken, and Core saying FGB. 1 minute gone. We got about 30 seconds left on the shot clock. If we don't get any super chats, we'll call it a day here. We'll send this on loop. Reset the clock with 15 seconds left. We got 2 super chats, so we won't start the clock for a second here. John making me take a sip. FGB, Harrison is a 10 always. Hey, we try to bring you 10 out of 10 content, that's for sure. The boss says, go live on Colin. Can't today, there's a lot going on, but we will go live later in the week. So stay tuned on when that is. I'll give you guys a heads up, and we will make it happen. Appreciate the $2 super chat, and I'll interact with all of you soon. James says, converted my wife from a Packers fan to a Bears fan. Wow, that's impressive. We're naming our child Walter after sweetness. FGB. Get the FGBs going for James. That's swig-worthy right there. Oh, we were going to start the shot clock again, but we got a $10 super chat. Feeling good about this year and many trips to the local pubs, having beers and shots with family and friends. You know what? I know that was only $10, but that was a good super chat, Sealand. You're also in our $100 super chat Hall of Fame with 4 sent in already this year. Cheers. A little 50% off action there for you, Sealand. Give you a little deal there. 50% off. I'll tell you what. We'll go 50% off on shots from here on out. $10 on shots, all right? $10 on shots. We're starting the shot clock again. 90 seconds. Here we go. Keep the FGBs going in the chat. How about this, Jack? They're going to get the FGBs going. Reset the clock here. There's 2 more super chats. Hey, we'll keep it going. This is fun. Can we get to $300? We're 45 away. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Can we get there today? Nor busy. Bear down. FGB. Also hammer down. PU. PU. What is that? Hammer down PU. Help me out, Norbizzy. What do you mean there? Jacob says trade second and third for a CB2. Not for a number 2. I don't know. You can find a vet. Your top 3 are honestly not bad. You just need more depth. Purdue University maybe is what you mean? Okay. Brad Biggs, by the way, has a kind of in-depth breakdown of the roster here on Twitter. 10 of 11 draft picks made the team. Doug Kramer's on IR, so he probably would have made it too. 13 rookies in total, including UDFA's Jalen Jones, Jack Sanborn, Jake Tonjes. 7 second-year players. Of those 20 players, 7 likely will be week 1 starters. 38% of the roster is rookies or year 2. So Ryan Poles clearly going young. There's no doubt about that. Starting the clock again, 90 seconds. 90 seconds here. 90 seconds. Joe saying FGB. We got Amon-Ra saying FGB. We're $45 away from 300. Can we get there? Well, we're resetting because we got a $5 super chat from Seth Hallman. What's your thoughts on Mike Gesicki, even though he's no good as a blocking tight end? I am intrigued, I must admit, but he's still with the Dolphins for now, so we shall see. We shall see. All right, we're taking a shot. Another $10 super chat. FGB from Armando. We're $30 away from $300. Can we get there? Cheers. Can we get there? $30 away. Oh, my God. Something just happened on the Raiders report. They're yelling in there. They've got 1,400 in supers. We just got another 10-piece. Oh, David Zahn has entered the chat at the Raiders report. Send him over here, Mitch. FGB for life. Keep the FGBs going. Cheers. You guys are nuts, man. $20 away from $300. We start the shot clock again. 90 seconds. 90 seconds. Can we get to 300? Let's go. If someone sends it a 20, it'll be 3 shots. Oh! $50 from Michael Horowitz. 330 bones. Let's go. That's 5 shots. Who can help me? Who can help me take some shots? Who can help me take some shots? Petey, you taking shots? All right. Get some more shot glasses. I need 3 more. We need 3 more people taking shots. Or at least 1 more, and I can take a couple. That's 5 shots. Better drink up, Michael says. Also, I'll give you guys another $300 if the Bears go 2-0. Michael, holding you to it. If the Bears start 2-0, we'll do it. Here, I'll pour you up here. We owe 5, so if no one else helps, Petey, you're taking a couple.
Oh, boy. This means more. Fuck the Packers.
Fuck the Packers,
FGB.
baby. FAR, he's a fraud. Usually Petey is...
Go, Josh.
That's the wrong. I've got Raiders pulled up.
Oh.
got to keep up with the competition here. All right. Cheers.
This is for Dane Sazenbacher.
By the way,
touchdowns.
guys, my coworkers are going to take shots on the Raiders report because they're getting more money than we are here at Bears Now. What's that all about? Michael trying to bring the heat. Who's next? We start the clock again. 90 seconds. Can we get to $400? We're $70 away. How about this, Jack? During this shot clock, let's cycle through the cuts again. These are the players who got cut. We'll kind of just rotate through here. I'll verbally mention some notable ones. Mario Edwards, Trevon Coley were notable. Nathan Peterman should be the practice squad quarterback. Sam Kamara. 30 seconds gone. We got 1 minute left. Michael Schofield, we'll see if he returns after N'Keal Harry goes to IR. Let's see. Another couple notable ones. Isaiah Coulter, Chase Allen, Thomas Graham, certainly notable there as well. Charles Snowden, Darrington Evans, Micah Treadaway. Those are a couple ones that stand out. James O'Shaughnessy, Tavon Young on IR, which ends his season unless he comes to an injury settlement. Which cut surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. 30 seconds. We're running out of time. We're running out of time. Will we get a super chat before the clock runs out? If we don't, we're out of here. That's the deal. We're resetting the clock with 10 seconds to spare. RW, who has a better year, Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields? I think, I'm going to go Fields. He looked better in the preseason. The AFC's tougher. Bears have an easier schedule. AFC South isn't too difficult, though, so it's not going to be incredibly difficult for Lawrence, but I'm going Fields, man. I'm confident. Which cut surprised you the most? I'll get some shout-outs, and then we'll restart the clock here. Pete says Edwards. Let me know which cut surprised you the most. Trevor who? Trevor, exactly. Exactly here. All right. We're starting the clock. 90 seconds. Starting the clock here. Raiders report. Excuse me. All right, we're resetting the clock. Oh, a $200 super chat. Let's freaking ride, baby. Let's go R-Dub first here. Who has a better year, Lawrence or Fields? Oh, we already got that one. Emilio, love the content. You got the best job, man. Hey, I'm blessed. I like to think I put in hard work to get to this point. I think I have, but couldn't be possible without you guys, without my support system as well. So appreciate the love, my man. Subscribe for those who haven't already. And then Sealand, Jack, put a note in Slack to me. You've now added 2 more to yourself to the $100 super chat club. You had 4, now you got 6. Sealand, you are a legend. $200. He says you need a new shot clock with this one. LOL, enjoy. Shout out to the Mongo and his fight. Long live the 85 Bears. Sealand, what's good? You are an absolute beast. Everybody type dub in the chat. Get the dubs going. That's 2 beer bongs. I'll do one of them. Who's doing the other one? Let's do the mermaid one, Jack. All right, fine. I'll do the regular one. I don't know where it is. I think the red one's the better one, FYI. Let's freaking ride. Sealand. Woo! $534 in super chats from this legendary fan base. That black one working? That one's been sketchy.
Oh, really? You want the red one?
If the red one's available, we should use that one. I think it's the better one. Yeah, I'll pour them up here. All right. One of my bosses, Brett Scott, he's going to do the Merbonga. It's a mermaid bong. I'm going to do the traditional one. Show the super chat menu, Jack, as we're keeping it rolling here on Bears Now. I'm pouring Brett up here. Unbelievable. They're trying to kick me out of the studio, but Bears fans are like, no.
You guys.
Brett's saying.
Harrison's got to get out of here.
Do I, though?
No.
Do I, though?
So,
all right, you go first.
So,
are we racing? Are we racing?
Sure.
I think we're racing.
Harrison will no doubt win this.
All right, someone's going to have to help. Sam, can you come in here and help me with this? I don't want to pull it. I don't want to pull a Jonesy. We don't want to Jonesy this. So crack this and just slow pour that in.
Just in on the Raiders report.
What's going on? Well, I've got it up. 1,700.
It was shot clock.
Hey, shot clock's gotten us about 3 bones here, so we'll see how it goes. That's a foamy pour.
Foamy.
Executive producer Matthew, who's week 2 of the job, he'll improve. It's okay.
I thought you spent time on 6th Street.
Yeah, didn't you go to college? Okay, you more of a liquor guy? All right, so here's the deal. Matthew's going to hold it up. You can kind of see the edge. So count us down, Jack.
3, 2, 1, go.
I beat him! Look out! Oh!
Shout out Foamy Matt for screwing me there. New nickname, Foamy Matt. Foamy Matt screwing me in the race with my boss.
I'll say this. I kind of wish it was a little bit colder.
I know, like, warm is too warm, but cold is brutal, so, like, warm's the better option. But if it could be in the fridge for, like, 10 minutes, that'd be the perfect one. So here's our Super Chat menu. Let's keep this rolling. Let's keep this rolling. Let's go. Does Tyler want to film chefs at this point? How many touchdowns does Equinemius St. Brown get this year? I'd be happy with more than like 2. He's only got a couple in his career. Let me look this up real quick. Hang on. Equinemius St. Brown in his career. Yeah, just 1. So, 2? Let's get 2. Cheers. We'll finish this truly and we'll start another one. Foamy Matt. You got to go a little angle. I'll show you next time. It's all good. It's all good. We still got it done. All right, get the FGBs going again. I mean, we're about to start the shot clock again because that's how we roll. Marsh is ripping shots here on the Raiders report. This is hilarious. Oh, goodness. John Taylor saying FGB. Eric saying FGB. All right. No clock because Jack Lotta saying F the bots. Type FGB. Let's go. Jack Lotta with the super chat. We'll give it some time before we start the shot clock. Hey, Jack. We're good. We'll keep making the cheddar. We'll keep making the cheddar. You're just hanging. You're good to go. So let's make it happen here. Get the FGBs flowing. Kahonda says FGB. Sealand, back to work, boy. Hey, everybody shout out Sealand in the chat. He's sending 200 bones. Get the Sealands going. Sealand, Sealand. Let's shout it out one more time. The $200 super chat. Sealand, we'll get that updated on the super chat. $100 club before week 1. You're up to 6 now. I think you're in second place behind Joel O'Connell, who's got 12 now. But Sealand, we might be able to hook you up. Sealand, if you're still watching, DM me at HGramNFL. We might be able to hook you up with a little something. So DM me at HGramNFL. Say, hey, I'm Sealand from YouTube, and we'll try to work something out. All right, appreciate it. All right, get the FGBs going. We're gonna start the clock again. I'll get some Sealand shout-outs. We got Julian saying Sealand, Jack saying Sealand. 90 seconds. If we don't get a super chat, we got to head out of here. That's just how it goes. Joe says Sealand, Smoking Sealand. Eric says FGB. Rob in there as well. Kahana saying Sealand. Let's get it. Let's go. Emilio saying Sealand. 30 seconds gone. 30 seconds gone. Reset the clock. Reset the clock. Bo with the $2. PFF labeled Kamara and Simmons standouts. Why cut? I'm not that high on Simmons. I know he played better in the preseason, but I'm not super high on him, so I'm fine with that one. Practice squad, I think, is a perfect fit for him. Kamara, I would have been interested in keeping him, but it is what it is. On that front, we'll go to Justin here. Is that Knappenberger? I assume the K is silent. How many interceptions for Jaquan Brisker this year? I'm going to go 3. 3 picks for the rookie safety. 3 picks, 2 forced fumbles. He's going to cause turnovers. So that's my prediction. Cheers. New seltzer underway. Bottoms up. Oh, $20 super chat. That's a shot. Our discount has run out. So just one shot here. Media signing. Oh, another super chat. He may have thought 10 was a shot, so I'll take 2 here. Media's Discount is done for now, though. $20 is the is the shot level. Media singing a new tune on NFL Network and ESPN. What a joke. Feel a Green Bay upset this year. Thoughts? FGB, take those fireball shots. Cheers. Yeah, the national media changes their. I think the national media is not paying attention to the Bears. Like, they still don't understand that Tevin Jenkins is this team's starting right guard. It's so weird. So you got that. I got to take a shot for Armando, but then after Armando, we'll show you the super chat menu again. We're going back to $20 shots. Discount over. Shot for my son. Scored his first TD in the game of tackle. Bantam, go Mustangs. Hey, Armando, that's dope. Type TD in the chat. Congrats to your son. Show me those TDs just like it's game day. Do it for Armando. Cheers. And that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm sure it's awesome being a dad too, so shout out to you. All right, super chat menu. All super chats get a shout out. $5 for beers, cheers in. Back to $20 fireball shots. Had a lot of booze at this point. Got to go 20. And then $100, we will do a beer bong. Me or someone else will make it happen. So, all right, I think it's about time for a fresh shot clock. 90 seconds. You guys haven't let me down yet. We're $22 away from 600. Can we get there? This 600 would be a record on a non-game day stream, I think. Maybe when Justin Fields got drafted, we were around this, but this would be close to a record. But that was a special occasion. You know, Tavon Young getting cut, Justin Fields getting drafted. You know. The Raiders report, they're almost at 2,000. Just another Tuesday night for Vegas and the boys. 40 seconds gone. We're in danger zone. Get the FGBs going, and if you want to keep this going, got to send in a super chat. Here we go. 50 seconds. Shouldn't this channel be looking for best players available? I'm keeping tabs on the best players. Listen, first of all, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm bringing you daily video. Oh, $100 super chat from Brandon. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. DM me. You're now in the $100 super chat club, Brandon. We're keeping tabs all season long. He says, ready to see improvement on the bong pour. Second chance for Matt. Foamy Matt. Second chance. Let's see if he can improve this time. Bear down, squad, FGB. Let's go. I think Brett's already grabbing one. Let's get it. Woo! And a 20. That's a shot. I already got one poured up. Hashi, appreciate the $1 super. And then Steven, absolutely love the show. Bear down FGB. All right, let's go full screen. I'm going to show my guy, Matt. I'll start it, and then he'll finish it. Foamy Matt, he's got to get rid of that nickname. You don't want to be Foamy Matt. It's all in good fun. We all have nicknames here. So here's the deal. You go slow pour to the side like that. Very slow. You good? Let's go. Type Foamy Matt in the chat, and hopefully we change that narrative. There we go. This is better already. There's going to be a little foam. But Foamy Matt's getting it done. Rolly says Foamy Matt. Eric says, let's go, Matt. John says, let's go, Foamy. Eric says, let's go, Matt. Hey, all seriousness, Matt, second week on the job. He's doing great, still training with us, getting him up to speed. Going to be one of our producers here, so show him some love. You might see him more on Bears Now, who knows, as we kind of settle him into his role. So should be a lot of fun. Producer Jack's not going anywhere. Don't worry. But Foamy Matt may have a role. You never know. So much better pour. Hey, type Foamy Matt in the chat. Let's get this going. Here we go. You'll just have to pour that last part out. Yeah. Woo! Wow. I didn't expect to get drunk on a Tuesday, but hey, we're getting there. Players getting cut. I'm getting cut. Justin says, how many touchdowns for David Montgomery? I'll take a couple swigs for this. Busy says, foamy Matt. Foamy, foamy, foamy from Rolly. There's always going to be a little foam, guys. We crossed $700 in Super Chats. Can we get to 1,000? I think it's possible. I think it's possible. You could join the $100 Super Chat Hall of Fame. You could update it. You want to? It's in Bears graphics. Add our guy Brandon in here. His Avi's in there. Here, get the FGBs going. I'll get some shout-outs. Jack's going to get on that. It's in the graphics, Jack. Make it X6 for our guy Sealand. And then add our guy Brandon Bockhart in there as well. I think there's one spot left. I'll have to update it from a couple from last game. All Super Chats get a shout-out. $5 will Beers cheers you. $20 we'll take a shot of Fireball, and for $100 we'll do a beer bong. Someone else is going to have to do the next one, but we'll get it done. We'll make it happen. We're having a day. It's roster cut down day. Got to bring the heat here. Get the FGBs going. Push me across, Jack. Let's go FGB here. Donald says FGB. Alan says FGB. Daryl says FGB. Let me sip some water. Joe saying FGB. Anthony saying FGB. Damon Brown saying FGB. We're at $709 in Super Chats. Can we get to a stack? Here's our Super Chat club of $100 Super Chats. Now, since Sealand's in at $200, he was at $4, so we jump him to $6. Joel O'Connell, who I haven't seen today, I think he's probably working. He is sitting 12 $100 Super Chats. 12. Joel O'Connell is pacing us. Sealand has 6. Matt Hepler has 4. Greg Monahan has 2. And then we've got Craig, Mike Smith, James, Riley, Paul Dow, and now Brandon Bockhart have each sent in a $100 Super Chat. There might be one more guy from the last preseason game. I need to go look. I'll go check that out. We'll update it before week 1. But the $100 Super Chat Club is alive and well. And Sealand's making a push. Brandon making a push. Who's next? Can we get to $1,000 in Super Chats? Let's find out. Type FGB and we're starting the shot clock. 90 seconds. The Raiders report is at $1,800. Can we get to 1,000? Let's go. Come on. FGB. 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 You know the motto. Let's make it happen. Come on. Let's go. 20 seconds gone. Who's going to be next? If we don't get a Super Chat in 90 seconds, that's it. We got to sign off. We got other videos to film still, but if you guys are sending in money, we'll keep the studio. Julian in there. John, 40 seconds gone. Nick says FGB. Brian. Julian. Nick. Jesse. 50 seconds gone. This is about as far as it's gone almost. Getting nervous that this could be the end. Amon Ra says FGB. SPTD says FGB. A minute gone. 30 seconds left. Is this the end? 25 seconds left. Ron says FGB. Alan says FGB. 15 seconds left. Is this the end? The final 10 seconds. Is this the end? Busy says FGB. Julian, if we don't get a Super Chat, 5, 4, we got a Super Chat. Run it back. Right at the buzzer. A couple Super Chats coming in here. Charles sends in a $2 Super Chat. Emilio says top 5 fantasy sleepers. I'll give you a couple. I like George Pickens as a fantasy sleeper from Pittsburgh. I think he could be good. I don't know if Tony Pollard's a sleeper, but you can get him later in your draft. I think he'll have a lot of good games for Dallas. I don't think the Bears. Cole Kmet might be a sleeper for Chicago, but they don't really have any sleepers per se. Montgomery and Mooney will be good picks, but those are a few guys. Those are a few fantasy sleepers. Maybe Sky Moore for the Chiefs. Those are a few guys to keep in mind. Justin Knappenberger with a $2 super chat, so appreciate that. And then Julian Ojeda sending in $2 as well. All right, it got a little dicey there. It got a little dicey. We're starting over. The clock begins. 90 seconds. 90 seconds on the clock. Will this be the end? 15 seconds gone. If we don't get a super chat, it's over. Charles says FGB. Nathan says FGB. Flat says FGB. Jess says FGB. Eric does as well. Co-Fishing Fun says FGB. Nicholas saying FGB. Jack's going to cycle through the cuts. I'm going to keep giving FGB shout-outs. 40 seconds gone. Reset the clock. Reset the clock. Run it back. Run it back. Jacob says FGB bear down. By the way, for those of you sending in super chats, if you have legit questions, I'll answer them. But it's all super chats at this point. So we'll reset here. Hold on, go back, Jack. That wasn't clean. That wasn't clean. We're resetting. Oh, we got a super chat. And a 20 piece. Let's ride. Ryan, do we roll with 6 receivers with carry out with N'Keal Harry? Who do we bring in to fill out the 7? Let me drink first. Let's show the wide receiver depth chart. This is actually a good conversation. I do want to talk some Bears ball if we keep hanging out here. So the Bears carried 7 receivers through the 53. These were the 7. Darnell Mooney, Equinemius St. Brown, Byron Pringle, Velus Jones Jr. We knew those 4 were making it. Dante Pettis, Tajay Sharp, and N'Keal Harry. So Harry's going to go to IR. I think they'll just keep 6. I think someone they could bring back. A $50 super chat. I'll get to that in a second. But first, to finish this wide receiver conversation, they're going to go with 6 for now until Harry gets healthy. There's no reason to bring in a 7th. And I could see Michael Schofield, who got cut, coming back to the 53 as a depth guard. Michael Horowitz saying FGB. I got to take a shot for that one. Got to take a shot for that one. Seeps may have to start helping me take shots. That's all I know. You want to take this one, Seeps? All right. Here, I'll take this one. Go get a different glass. I'll take this one. You take the. We'll get another one. Or actually, we got to take 2 more anyway, so go get one. FGB. Get the FGBs going for Michael. Zachary says, love to see Jalen Jones making the team. Former Allen Eagle played with Kyler Murray. Hey, fun fact. There you go. I actually didn't know that. So that's cool. We live down here in Dallas. Kyler Murray is a Texas high school football legend, no doubt. So for that 50, we owe 2 shots. My guy Patrick Seatman's going to join me, one of our producers here at Chat Sports. He's going to take a shot.
How about the Packers starting off 0-2 this year?
Hey,
Does that sound good or what?
hey, here. Full disclosure, Patrick is a Vikings fan. He's also a Bulls fan, though, so he's got that. So, yeah, F Minnesota, but FGB all day.
See, like Bears and Vikings fans, we can connect.
Connect on for Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. So cheers. Cheers to that. Shout out Seeps. And we're good to go. Seeps, stay ready. We'll call you in here if needed. Shout out Zach for the 50 piece. What did he even say? Did we even answer the question? Careful, Seeps. Careful. FGB from Texas. Oh, yeah, we already got the Jalen Jones. We're good. FGB from Texas as well. We're from D-Town. Let's get it. Charles saying FGB from Texas. Hey, we're $4 away from 800 in super chats. $1,000 is very much within range. Get the FGBs going. We're starting the clock. Let's go. 90 seconds, and then Jack's going to show the roster cuts, and we'll be good to go. So get the FGBs. Yeah, one more $200 super chat. We'll be at 1,000. Who's going to do it? Here are the roster cuts. Jack's going to rotate through them while I give some FGB shout-outs. Eric says FGB. Super says FGB. So does Zach, Levi, Troy, Julian, Kurt, Brother, Colby, Co-Fishing. Reset the clock. No danger there. Keep cycling through these cuts. Thomas Graham, a notable cut. We'll get to some other ones later. Grady O'Connor, Fields, MVP 2023. What receiver next year do you think the Bears would or could trade for? Trade for. Maybe like a Tyler Lockett. He'd be entering the final year of his contract in Seattle then. He'd be a guy that you could trade for. Probably not too much by then. Maybe Calvin Ridley next year, depending on what happens with Atlanta. Those are a couple of guys. I don't think DK, you're getting him at this point. He just re-upped. Debo Samuel, Terry McLaurin, they all just re-upped. Brandon Cooks could be a possibility. He signed a 2-year extension with the Texans. Maybe you go get him, but those are a few guys. Cheers, bottoms up. The boss, we're over $800 in super chats. Matt Nagy is a fraud. I love this new regime. Should we get the Thanks Nagy weigh-in bill? Producer Jack, he actually started the Thanks Nagy movement. Sarcastic Thanks Nagy. Type Thanks Nagy in the chat, and let's go. Thanks Nagy. It's all sarcastic. Let's get it. Type Thanks Nagy to drown out the bots because they're back. Get the bots out of there. Type Thanks Nagy. Let's go. DeBoss is in there. Kip is in there. Thanks, Nagy, for absolutely nothing from Julian. And we crossed $800 in super chats. Zachary says thanks, Nagy. So does John, Co, Nathan, Daniel, William, Busy. Keep the thanks, Nagy's going. Rolly with the 5-piece. Cheers. Thomas Graham Jr. should have made the 53-man roster. Why is Duke Shelley still here? I kind of agree with that. Now, Thomas Graham may not be close to healthy. I don't know. But Duke Shelley he just is what he is at this point. Like, haven't we seen enough of Duke Shelley? If Pops is watching, hey, I like Duke, but he's just kind of what he is at this point. Cheers. Everyday barbecue and cooking. Hey, I love to cook barbecue as well. Fluke's growing on me, but Poles, I don't know. I like Poles, man. I don't have a huge issue with anything he did. Sure, there were some surprise cuts, but I'm okay with everything across the board. I would have kept a couple different players, but it is what it is, man. I think it's all good. Type thanks, Nagy. You already know. Producer Jack just had a sneeze attack. You good? Oh, the thanks, Nagy movement started by Jack right here. Look, he got the Bears hat recently. Let's go.
Thanks, Nagy.
Thanks for absolutely nothing. We'll see ya. Type thanks, Nagy, in the chat for Jack. It'll make him feel good. Matthew says, happy birthday, Harrison. Kellen Mond cut. I was on the Kellen Mond sucks train before anyone else. So, yes, I'm going to take victory for that one, Matthew. John says, thanks, Jack, LOL. Everyday barbecue and cooking going, thanks, Nagy. So is Robert. Thanks for almost getting Justin Fields killed. Yeah, that game plan in Cleveland should have gotten him fired alone. Get the thanks, Nagy's going. Did O.J. Howard get cut? Yes, and I am interested. I am interested. All right, time to start the clock again. Bosses are telling me you got to start the clock because we need the studio space. But if you guys super chat, we'll stay alive. 90 seconds. Let's cycle through some depth charts, Jack. How about that? We'll cycle through some depth charts for the players who made the team. I'm not going to verbalize everyone, but 2 quarterbacks, Fields and Siemian, make the roster at quarterback. 25 seconds gone. If 90 seconds come and go, we are done. Running back, this is a bit of a surprise. Darrington Evans got cut. 2 fullbacks. Jake Tonjes makes the team, maybe as a tight end hybrid. 40 seconds gone. We're almost halfway there. 7 receivers. N'Keal Harry is going to revert to IR tomorrow, so it'll be down to 6. That'll also free up a roster spot. Only 2 tight ends so far, so keep an eye on that. This is the team that's going to run a lot of 2 tight end sets, so I definitely think an addition's coming, whether it's O.J. Howard or someone else. Reset the clock at the minute mark. A $10 super chat. We're at $820. Can we get to a stack? Can we get to 1,000? Justin, how many sacks in total for the defense this year? How many sacks did they have last year? Let me see. The Bears had 49 sacks last year. That sounds about right. Almost about 3 a game on average. I could see about 50 sacks again. I don't think it's going to take a major jump or a major dip. How about 50 sacks? Similar number. I think Quinn's going to have another big year. He's not going to have 18.5, but Gibson's numbers might go up. You got Al-Qadim Muhammad here now. I'll go 50. 50 sacks. Feeling good. Feeling good. All right. Oh, I was going to start the clock, but then Jacob sent in a super chat. Appreciate it, Jay. I got to take a couple swigs for Justin, though. Wow. Bears record this year. I might do a new record prediction video, so keep an eye on that. I don't even remember what I projected the first time I did it. I think between 7 and 10 wins. Floor is 5 or 6. Ceiling's 11, somewhere in the middle. We'll see. I'll do a new record prediction video soon. All right. I'm starting the shot clock. 90 seconds. If we don't get a super chat, we're done. We'll keep cycling through the depth charts here of the players who made the team. Let's be sure to move these back over to Jack. 9 offensive linemen. Zach Thomas didn't make it, so that's notable. Defensive line. Here, 8 players made it. 20 seconds gone, by the way. Treadaway cut. Coley cut. Mario Edwards cut. Mike Pinnell makes it. Bit surprised by that one, but he does make the team. He's a vet. He's been around, so he knows how to play. 8 players in total on that front. 6 linebackers, Caleb Johnson, Jack Sanborn, Joe Thomas all made it. They were all on the bubble. Matt Adams, Nick Morrow, Roquan Smith. They're good to go there. 45 seconds cut. Danger zone. Cornerback. 6 corners. Jalen Jones made it. Reset the clock. Jess Laseth. Yeah, we'll do that in the next one. We'll do that in the next. So they just didn't tell him. So Tom Downey, who longtime host here at Chat Sports, he covers the Cowboys, the NFL for us. He said that Tavon Young tweeted out that he's not on IR. Bears forgot to tell Tavon Young he's on IR, it appears. I'll answer the super chat in a second. So they'll probably cut him with an injury settlement. Yeah, that's probably what'll happen. So he'll become a free agent, I'm guessing. Jess with the $2 super chat. Komet, fantasy sleeper, undrafted in 25% of leagues. Yeah, I think he could be. I think after Darnell Mooney, he might get the second most targets on this team. So, yeah, I think Komet, late round guy, could be a decent fantasy option. All right, got to reset the clock. And the bosses told me we got to lower the time to a minute. We're $175 away from 1,000. Can we get there? Can we set a record on Tuesday streams for Super Chats? 1 minute. Clock starts now. If we don't get a Super Chat, finito. We are done. We'll continue to run through the depth charts here. 10 seconds already gone. It goes fast. 6 corners, Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon, Kendall Vildor, Lamar Jackson, Duke Shelley, Jalen Jones make the team as well. I'm surprised by Jalen Jones. I'm a little surprised by Duke Shelley. Not super surprised by Lamar Jackson, even though I didn't project it. Safety, no surprises. These 5 guys make it. We're halfway home. 30 seconds. And then the specialists here. Cairo Santos, Trenton Gill, Patrick Scales. Put me on screen, Jack. The clock is running out. If we don't get a super chat in the next 15 seconds, it's over. I want to get to 1,000, but it's up to you. Type FGB. Get the super chats in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reset the clock at the buzzer. A couple super chats come in. Julian and DeBoss get them in. Julian says, Bears finishing top in the North. FGB bear down. Type FGB. Type bear down. We're not going anywhere. DeBoss with the $1 super chat as well. Get the Jesus says I told you last second. Hey, you're flirting with danger, Jesus. That barely snuck in there. If they're coming after, it's, Oh, there's another $5. We're not even starting the clock. Brian Smith, got to take a swig. Jacob says FGB. Julian, get the FGBs going in the comments. Busy, Jessup, Rolly, Allen. Get the FGBs. Busy saying bear down. Rick says FGB. Update, guys. We're $167 away from 1,000. Pretty impressive for a non-game day stream. Can we get to 1,000? Can we get there? Let's find out. Let's start the clock. 1 minute. 1 minute on the clock. Get the FGBs going. I'll get some shout-outs. John says FGB. Skeet Dog says FGB. Brother, yeah, you're good, Matt. These aren't cuts. Brother says FGB. Alan says FGB. Yeah, if anything, just interact in the chat. Tyler says FGB. 28 seconds gone. We're halfway there. Co says FGB. Alan, Tone, Ron saying FGB. Well, this guy's a legend. I try. Reset the clock. A $5 super chat. I keep getting that look from the bosses, but what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Flat Horizon says, I'm just here to say FGB and reset the damn clock. Love the show. Best Bears content on YouTube by far. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Bears news, rumors. There's going to be more acquisitions to come. This roster is not set, so hit that sub button. Let's make it happen. Hosh sent in a super chat. Sign Alex Leatherwood. Hey, we'll see. Got a drink for that first one. Depth piece, I'm down. I wouldn't claim him. It's about $6 million to claim him, but if he clears waivers, I'd have some interest. All right, we'll change it to Thanks Nagy here in honor of producer Jack. We're starting the clock. So type Thanks Nagy. I'm going to let producer Jack give some shout-outs because this is his movement. He started the Thanks Nagy movement. So 10 seconds are already gone here. Jack, take it away.
All righty. Here we go.
Type Thanks Nagy. It's all sarcasm. Let's go.
CO Fishing Fun says thanks Nagy.
20 seconds gone.
John Taylor, thanks Nagy. You the man. Nagy is the man.
I think he's talking about me.
Robert, Emilio, Grumpy, Seth.
35
Colby,
seconds gone. Running
Eric,
out of time.
Frank Sinatra, Skeet Dog, Roy Tatum.
The
Jack
Raiders
Latta,
report has reached 2,000 in super chats.
Jacob,
15
Eric.
seconds left. This is it.
This
10 seconds.
is it.
Been waiting for the time of his life.
There.
5,
Reset
4,
the clock.
reset the clock. Run it back. Grady O'Connor and Kit and the Duke. Let's go. That buys us a few minutes here. That buys us a few minutes. Julian, about 5 super chats coming in at the buzzer. Grady says possible draft targets next year. Jackson Smith and Jigba would be great. Jordan Addison, the receiver out of Pitt. I'm thinking receiver, O-line, maybe corner, maybe pass rusher. Hell, if the Bears are terrible, Will Anderson from Bama, let's go. Not running back. No. Jack's just naming all the positions now. Kit Stanford, you are awesome, FGB. Love the show. Fields is going to ball out. Thanks, Nagy. Get the Thanks, Nagys going in the comments. Got a drink for Kit there. Got a drink for the Duke, too. We should claim Caleb Jones from the Packers waivers. We'll see. Infiltrate the opponent. I like it, the Duke. I like it. The boss saying Don Burr is a joke. Hey, listen. He's our resident Lions fan. We all know he's a Packers fan. Don't tell anybody. We know he's a Packers fan, but yeah, it is what it is. Julian, bear down for life. Let's go. We'll give you guys a minute or so since we got a few in. Justin sent one in as well. FGB, bear down, reset the clock. Cheers. Producer Jack says he's coming up.
Listen up, Bears fans.
We got to get to 1,000. Oh, that was almost a disaster.
It's never a disaster. I know what I'm doing.
Let's go.
I want each and every one of you, if you can, to super chat right now.
We're 140
We
bucks
are 140
away.
away from 1,000.
The Raiders report's at 2,000.
Let's go.
They're still getting super chats.
Thanks, Nagy. FGB. Let's get the supers
Look at the
rolling.
hat.
Look at my hat.
Look at the hat. It doesn't fit me.
Look at the hat.
But hey, should I get one?
Let's go.
Type Y for yes. Type in for no.
Come
should
on.
Should I get a Bears hat? Let's go.
Come on.
I actually don't have a Bears hat.
Let's get to a K right now. Come on.
Let's go. Let's go. That's as fired up as Jack gets. Do it for Jack. Type Jack in the chat. Julian says yes. Co-fishing says yes. Frank says yes. Julian, I got to get a hat. If we get to $1,000, I'll get a Bears hat. How about that? If I get to $1,000 in super chats, I will get a Bears hat. You hear that, guys? $1,000, I'm getting a Bears hat. Let's get there. There we go. There's $2 more from Jack Lotta. Come on. FGB, keep it going. We're keeping it going. We're not going anywhere as long as you guys are super chatting. As long as you guys are super chatting. Let's go. If we get to 1,000 in supers, there we go. Justin with the 10-piece. We're getting a hat if we get to 1,000 in soups. Here comes a 5. That'll motivate them. I tell them I'm getting gear. We get some soups. Justin says, FGB, thanks, Nagy, for Jack. Hey, Jack's a legend. He's my guy. Appreciate that, Justin. Zachary says, thanks, Nagy, FGB, and let's fucking go. Let's go. Let's go. Get the FGBs going. Let's go. John Taylor says, I got to take a couple sips. Reset the clock. It's going to be a long night. Hey, I'm here for it. I'm here all night. My wife has a fantasy draft in 3 hours. If I'm not there for it, it is what it is, I guess. But reset the clock. Kurt Ramirez, FGB, you buzz yet, Harrison? You rock. Definitely buzz. Not hammered. Definitely buzz, though. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. $115 away. We're at $885 in super chats. Come on. Let's go. Get the FGBs going. Get the FGBs going. I'm buying you guys time before I start the clock again because we got a flurry of super chats there. It's my promise to you that I will buy a Bears hat and rock it on a show soon if we get to $1,000 in super chats. Let's make it happen. Let's go. Get the FGBs going. I'll get a Bears hat if we get to its stack. I got a Fields jersey. I'm waiting for the regular season to rock that. Get the FGBs going. Let's go. All right. I'm being told I got to start the clock again. 1 minute. 1 minute. We got to get to 1,000 in supers for me to get a Bears hat. Let's go. Here's our super chat menu. All super chats get a shout out. $5 for beers cheersing. I'm almost done with this beer, so a couple more $5. I'll have to crack another one. $20 we're taking shots, and for $100 we're doing a beer bong. 20 seconds gone. 25 seconds almost gone. Let's go. Clock's ticking. There we go. Reset the clock. We're over $900 now. Keith Huggins with a 20-piece. That's a shot. FGB, reset the clock. Take a shot. Bear down. And another 20. Let's go, baby. Where's Seeps at? Is he unavailable? All right, cheers. I'll take 2. Reset the clock, he says. The Duke says, remember when people said Kellen Mond had more promise than Fields? That was a joke, the Duke. I sat here on the show and said Kellen Mond sucks, and a lot of people didn't believe me. He's not good. All right, someone's got to help me with this third one. McCullough, you want to take one? You want to take? Go get a shot glass. Wait, 2 more?
No, this one.
Justin, yeah, this is the one. Take a shot and bear down. So I just took 2. McCullough, Foamy Matt. Type Foamy Matt in the chat. Foamy Matt's going to take a shot. Foamy Matt, $1,000 in shoot. Highlight that colon. $1,000 in shoopers. I'm getting a Bears hat. I'm getting a Bears hat. Let's go. Foamy Matt's taking a shot. Foamy Matt's taking a shot. Let's go. Let's go. Type FGB. We're $55 away from me buying a Bears hat. Come on. Type FGB. Here we go. I got you, Matt. Here we go. We're hooking them up here. You're fresh out of college. You'll be good. Don't do it yet? We going full screen? Oh, yes! All right, slide a little this way, Foamy Matt. Tight Foamy Matt. He's ripping a shot. Cheers. I'll take a sip of my Truly here. Let's go. Welcome, Foamy Matt, to Chat Sports. Tight Foamy Matt in the chat. $50 super chat. We're $5 away from me buying a Bears hat. And by me, I mean my bosses. Let's go. $50 super chat. Let's go. The Duke. Bear down. Playoffs this season. Super Bowl next year. I'm calling it. Let's go. Let's get that. $5 from that Bears hat. Hey, my boss says, oh, we got there.
Wait, hold on. What's the handshake?
Let's go. Boom. Boom.
Oh,
We're working on it. We're working on it. Oh, they're flying in now. 2,000. 2,000. 2,000, I'll buy another jersey. All right, let's run through these. The Duke got us to within $5. We'll get a Bears hat. I'll rock it on a show soon. Don't worry. He says, bear down, playoffs this season, Super Bowl next year. I'm calling it now. Hey, let's make it happen. Bear down. Type the bear downs in the comments. Justin says, Foamy Matt, drinking for that. We owe 2 shots for that 50, by the way. Julian says, swig time, cheers. Let chat choose the hat. FGB, let's fucking go for the brand. Bears fans are elite around the league. Damn right. Nicholas, here you go. Fisher Price, my first super chat. Hey, Nicholas, first super chat. That's awesome. Seriously, super chats of all prices, they go a long way. They make a difference. They help us grow. Thank you guys for the support. Brandon, it's all about the Bears hat. I'm getting a hat. Hashtag Foamy Matt and the hat. Yes, sir. We're getting a hat. Don't worry. Ron Winarski with the $5 as well.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Colby.
we got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. FGB, thanks, Nagy. What do you think about a Chuck Clark trade? They added 2 big name safeties, but Chuck can play and can even play linebacker. I don't know. I mean, Jaquaski Tart and Anthony Harris just got released. You could just sign one of them if you really want another safety. But I'm good on Chuck Clark. Not that interested. Not that interested. All right. We crossed $1,000. We owe 2 shots. Is Foamy Matt taking another shot? Does Foamy Matt have another shot in him? What are you showing? You don't have to if you don't want to. Okay, we're looking at some hats here.
At the choices, I think this has to be a choice.
That's an option. Because we got another 20. We'll get to that. I'm looking at some hat options with Brett here. Let's see. Non-fitted is definitely the way to go.
Yeah, that's fine. We can figure that
Don't like the
out.
beat.
Flex. I don't really like
Keep going.
Like this one?
I don't
Okay,
like.
I don't really
That's
like
the
the
new
NFC.
stuff. No,
What the
that's
fuck is that?
that's garbage. Wait, scroll.
This one.
I don't mind. That's George Hallis. Keep possible.
We'll throw that
We'll
one.
throw that one in the rotation.
Some options.
Jack's gonna cycle through some super chats
Did I do this one?
while Brett and I are looking.
This one. That one's just normal.
Yeah, I just don't like the B though. I like the
Oh, okay. We'll get. Okay. How about this trucker hat?
kind of like this one. This is a Fields hat. He rocks that
All
one.
right. What about-
Okay. Yeah, you can throw it in there.
Well, we gotta do
No
like-
bucket hat. No bucket.
How about just,
Yeah, that's classic. That's an
maybe the navy.
not a big flat bill guy, but
or maybe this one?
this could just be like that's cheap too. But we want to get a legit one.
Okay.
Okay, we got a rotation. I'm gonna look at them.
Pictures in just a sec.
Yeah, we'll get some pictures.
More Fanatics pictures.
Hey,
Put up a poll.
vote. Yes, we're gonna put a poll. You guys decide. Mitch just got a $100 super chat. Who's next on Bears Now? Raiders Report just got a $100 super chat. They're up to 2,300. We're up to 1,000. Let's go, Freddie Griffin. I'm taking a shot. I already poured it out. Actually, we owe 2 more from that 50. So,
Sam, you want a shot?
Sam, come take a shot. We need a shot glass.
Get a shot glass. Sam, you want I take one?
Yeah, y'all take one. Sam,
Foamy Matt.
producer Sam has been training Foamy Matt. So here, I'll pour you out here.
Foamy Matt, baby, let's go.
Foamy Matt. Oh, hey. My guy, hey, Sammy Brown, who produces Bears Now sometimes, just did a beer boot in 19 seconds. And now,
Not 90. 19.
That's way faster than me. All right. So here's y'all shots. Cheers, fellas.
Hop on screen.
There we go. Take the shots, boys. Take the shots. We're up to $1,000 in super chats. Type Foamy Matt. Type Sam as well. Sam's been around for a while. He's produced a ton of Bears Now episodes. This one. There you go. Foamy Matt. Type Sam. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to stay alive for a few more minutes because producer Brett, we picked out some hats. He's going to get some photos ready, and then you guys are going to decide which hat I'm getting. I don't get to decide. You are. So stay live. Stay with us. Type FGB in the chat. If you send in some super chats, we'll answer those. We'll also answer some hashtag Bears because I know some people can't super chat. So while Brett's getting ready, we'll answer some of those as well. Rolly going with Foamy Matt. Amon says Foamy Matt. Thanks, Nagy, FGB. This is, guys, $1,000 on a Tuesday. You guys are nuts. You guys are freaking nuts. Y'all are awesome. And let me just say this, too. All super chats, $1, $200, we've had that full range today. They all help. Producer Brett's going to come back on spring. He'll tell you guys. Every super chat helps. Just overlay. There you go. Hey, you're a legend, Jack. All right. Producer Brett's going to come back on screen with me. All right. These are the super chat. These are the hats we've chosen. All right. So this is going to be type 1, right? Is this going to be option 1?
Sure.
This hat is option 1. We're going to reset the poll.
Get the live poll.
This hat's option 1. We'll cycle back through. We're going to show you some of the other ones.
Trucker, we'll call it.
Well, this one's also kind of Bears trucker.
Yeah.
Old school logo trucker for this one.
Call it the old.
This is going to be option 2. Okay. This is option 2. Number 3, white hat with the classic orange C.
Yep.
Curve bill. And then I kind of like option 4. This is with the new one. Blue C, kind of like the new helmets this year.
I said orange C, but yeah.
Orange hat, blue C. You're good. We're all good.
Poll is up.
Poll is up. Type 1. Let's cycle back through them. This is option 1. You guys decide which hat I buy. This is option 1. Go back to it. This is option 1. Get a good look at it. Justin Fields rocks these hats a lot. Personally, I kind of like this one the best, but I'll rock any of them, okay? This is option 2, also a classic look. I'm a big mesh in the back guy. It breathes a little bit. The air comes through. We're all good. Option 3 here, I'll be honest, this is my least favorite one. This one right here, least favorite one. I'll rock it, but it's my least favorite one. If you guys want me to rock my least favorite one, it's all good. And then option 4, I don't usually rock flat bills, but this one's heat. This one's heat. I can curve it a bit. That's true. That's true. Jack, get up. Jack will come back up. I'll tell you what.
This one started as a
This is a flat bill. He curved it a bit, so I can do that with this one. I don't like super curved either, though. I don't like that shit. Just slight curve. Slight curve. I'm a slight curve guy. So it's looking like orange with the blue C. Orange hat, blue C. So Jack's going to hang with us. We're kind of glowing here. We're good. This is number 1. Final chance to vote. This is number 2. Okay. Number 2. This is number 3. And then this is number 4. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We've been doing shot clock. 90 seconds. Whatever the results are at the end of 90 seconds, that's the vote. So Jack's going to cycle through while we do this. Clock starts now. So let's cycle through. This is number 1. We'll sit on this for about 10 seconds. 10 seconds a hat, Jack. So this is option 1. Vote number 1 if you want me to rock this hat, okay? This is number 2. Vote on me. Vote number 2 if you want me to rock this hat, okay? This is hat number 2. Okay, this is number 3. I think the worst one, quite frankly. It's clean, but not enough flash. Not a ton of flash I like, but number 4 here. I mean, come on. This is number 4. It's winning in a landslide. You need a beer bong? How about this? How about this? All right. So, number 4 has won. We're going number 4. We're rocking the orange hat. Show the menu, Jack. Here's what we're going to do. Number 4 dominated. We're rocking the orange flat bill. As soon as it gets shipped, We'll wear it on the show. We'll wear it on the show. All right. Trace Gerard, who get up here, Trace. Trace Gerard, another producer here. He doesn't produce a ton of Bears, but he produces some other videos here.
Woo!
So
Bear down, F. Aaron Rodgers.
So $100 is a beer bong. We're gonna go 50% off.
Let's do it.
If we get
Let's do it right
50%
now.
off,
Right now.
guys, I'll be honest. I can't chug as fast as Trace. He's barely a year out of college. $50 super chat, and the next, here we go. The next minute, if we get $50 total, how about that? We just got 10. $40 more. Trace is going to super chat. We got 1 minute.
I want it.
Let's go.
want it.
Let's go.
want
We
it
get to
so
$50
bad.
bucks. He's doing a beer bong. Come on. We're 10 seconds old.
Give me the beer bomb.
Let's go. We'll go to Jack Lotta's super chat here.
Julio.
Let's make it happen. 20 seconds old. Jack, let's go to the next super chat. Jack Lotta says number 2. We're going number 4. It was a landslide. Let's go to Justin here. Move just a bit, Trace. He says option 4. We got option 4. I'm drinking for that. 30 seconds left if you want Trace to do a beer bong. Tyrone says for $1K you should shave your head. Buying a hat is too cheap. I'm not shaving my head, bro. It's not going to happen. I already shaved on the show for you guys Saturday. 10 seconds. Are we going to get there? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. A 20. We got it! We got it! Last second! Load it up, Trace. Load it up, Trace. Oh, my goodness. That's also 2 shots. Who's taking one with me? Who's taking one with me? Tom, it's your turn. Get a shot glass, Tom. The veteran Tom Downey is going to come take a shot. Let's go. Trace, we're going to take shots, and then Downey's going to... We're going to take shots, then you're going to come in here. We'll go full screen with Trace. Let's go. We're not going anywhere as long as you guys are super chatting. Drown out the bots. No, we'll just go this screen. We're good. I know, it's not here. We're good. Downey's taking a shot with me. Daddy Downey. Let's go. Oh, so I'll tell you something about Trace's bong in a second. Wow, Mitch just got another. Oh, you want a full shot here? A little double? Tom's going with the double. Look at this shot glass. He's going with the double.
I ain't scared.
I'm going with the single. I've had about 12, so maybe more.
FGB.
FGB, baby. FAR. Let's go full screen for this.
F. Aaron Rodgers, he's a fraud. I want.
You going solo? Hey, hang on. All right. Type Trace in the chat. It's TRACE.
Spam it.
Oh, my God.
F. Aaron Rodgers, too, because that guy's a fraud.
Hey, I need my charger. My shit's dying. Type Trace in the chat. Type Trace in the chat. Let's go. Trace. Fresh out of college. Look at this man go. Let's go. I can't do that. If we get another 100, we're going back to 100. Trace will be back. Maybe a discount later. Stay tuned. We're back. We're good. Thank you, Sam. Nope. I have no idea. Unreal. FGB Don Burr is a Bears fan. Hey, that's a shot. Or did I already take this one? I took these. You're right. Michael, appreciate you. Love the show, Harrison. Bear down. Type bear down for John Cisneros. Get the bear downs going in the comments. Let's go. Type bear down. This has been a hell of a stream. Raleigh says bear down. Julian says bear down. We got Emmanuel, John, Raleigh, Jack Lotta. Let's go. Get the bear downs going. Busy says bear down. Jacob. Don't forget, Zach says bear down. So on the Raiders report, they're doing boots. Wow. Is someone doing a boot on Bears? I don't know. Get the bear downs going. Jack, I'm being told by the bosses we got to start the shot clock again. Is it about time? We got 1,100 in super chats. The Raiders have 2,300. They're bringing the heat, but we're going to keep it going here. 1 minute. 1 minute here. If we don't get a super chat, there's the menu. We're done. Trace just told me for $50 he'll do another beer bong. So if we get $50, he'll do a beer bong. 15 seconds. If we don't get a super chat, finito. We're signing off. No loop. We're just done. Type bear down. Someone says boot in the chat. I'll tell you what. If we get a $100 super chat, someone will do a boot. If we get $100, one person sends in 100, not total. One person, $100 super chat. We're doing a boot, and you get into the $100 super chat club. 15 seconds. We better get a super chat of any amount, otherwise it's over. 10 seconds. This could be it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is it over? Reset the clock at the last second. It's Elvis saying bear down with the 5-piece. I'm finishing this beer. I need another Truly from someone.
Literally hasn't hit 1 second left.
Unbelievable.
Can't make it up. And another.
And another super chat from Colby. If I give the funds, will you drink my fave on show? Well, what's the funds? How much is the funds? I'm reading the comments, Colby. Tell me what the funds are. And what's your fave? What's the drink? It depends. I got to hear what the options are. If you're like Everclear, no, I'm not going to drink Everclear on the show. But I might drink some other things. So let me know, Colby. Producer Jack's reading the comments. So is Foamy Matt. Type Foamy Matt. I'm reading them as well. Colby, I'm reading. Do you have listicle open? Go 50 on beer bong, and then I'm verbalizing beer boot is a beer boot for 100. We're doing a beer boot for 100. That's 3 beers getting chugged for 100. It's up to you guys. Up to you guys. So there you go. Goose Island Lemonade. Does anybody know what Goose Island Lemonade is? Chicago Classic. Hell yeah, I'll drink it. Colby, DM me. If you can send me some from Chicago, I will drink it on the show. I will drink it on the show. Colby, at HGramNFL. Put my social up, Jack. Lower third. At HGramNFL, Colby. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. Same handle. Doesn't matter. At HGramNFL. If you DM me, if you send me, we'll get you an address. You can send me some of that stuff too. I'll drink it on the show. If you fund it, I'll drink it. We'll make it happen. I'm not doing Malort. Not right now, at least. We don't have any. Malort is, I don't know. I don't know if I can do Malort. That would take a lot for me to do that. Not a Malort guy. I've had it before. It's a bloodbath. It's a bloodbath. Maybe I'll reconsider in the future. But Colby, if you DM me at HGramNFL, Twitter or Instagram, we'll make it happen. All right, Jack's bringing it back. Thanks, Nagy, in the chat. All right, type the thanks, Nagys. Julian says thanks, Nagy. Jack says thanks, Nagy. Let's go. All right, here's the deal. The shot clock must be restarted. 1 minute. If we don't get a super chat in the next minute, we're done. We stick to our word here. We stick to our word here. I believe in you guys. The Raiders report, they're the standard of super chats here at Chat Sports. I think Bears Now might be in second, at least in the month of August, but Raiders report has 2,400. We got 1,100. I'm feeling good about that. I want to close the gap, though. Type thanks, Nagy, in the chat. Jack?
Enzo, this is not a replay.
Hell
we
no.
are live.
Not a
We
replay.
are live.
We're not on loop. We are live. We've been live for 2.5 hours. 20 seconds left. You just joined us, Enzo. This could be the end unless someone super chats. 20 seconds left. Come on. Let's keep it going. I want to keep it going. My Travel says this is a replay. Fuck, no, it's not. This is not a replay. You think I'm getting drunk on loop? Raphael says, thanks, Nagy. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8. Oh, reset the clock. Run it back. Producer Jack didn't believe in y'all. He thought it was done. But Grady said, not so fast. FGB. Which means type FGB. Get the FGBs going. We're starting another Truly here.
If you think this is a replay, could I do this right now? No.
It's not a replay.
Because this isn't a replay.
It's not
this is
a
real
replay.
life right now.
Yeah, he wouldn't do that if it was a replay. That doesn't make sense. So, move the chains. Yes, Jack Lotta says, move the chains. Let's go. Keep it moving. We're keeping it moving. I think Will Scott may want to take a shot on Bears now.
Will Scott taking
soon.
a shot?
If we get a $10 super chat in the next 30 seconds, Will Scott, who hosts our Dolphins channel, will take a shot. We got to get $10. Will, $10 super chat. Look at this guy rocking the McDonald's shirt. Not a sponsor. 20 seconds left. Come on. Let's go. $10 super chat.
Come on.
Got $1,100. Can we get $10? 10 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm not seeing it. $10 super chat. I'm not seeing it. Sorry, Will. We'll keep you on standby. We'll keep you on standby. He's ready. He's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. We're going to have to start the real clock soon, though. We got to start the real clock. All right. Get the FGBs going. I see Raphael, Julian, Raleigh, Amon in there. Here's the deal. Raleigh, he loves the Bears. He supports the Bears. It's all good. All right. 1 minute. If we don't get a super chat, we're done. I don't lie about that. You guys have answered the bell all day. Is it over? 10 seconds gone. FGB, if we don't get a super chat of any amount, we're done. So that's just what it is. We got other videos to film here at Chat Sports. It's a busy day. But if you guys super chat, we'll keep it going. 27 seconds gone. Clock's ticking. Let's go. No super chats, no more show. I've had a blast either way. If you guys are done, I'm cool. If you guys keep it going, I'm also cool. Reset the clock. Logan says it's only just begun. I'm being told I got to trim it to 45 seconds from now on. The shot clock only gets shorter. It's like, you know how in high school there's a 35-second shot clock? Then in college it's 30. Then in the NBA it's 24. It's kind of how it works here. The later you get in the day, the shorter the clock gets. But we just got another super chat, so no clock yet. Gil DeMann with the super chat. Yeah, you can have it. Hey, there's VODs in there if you want to load up, Coop. I'm a team player. Gil with the 5. Hey, drown out the bots. Let's go. Type FGB to drown out the bots. Here's the deal. 45-second shot clock now. That's what I've been told. You got to get me on screen. Then Jack's going to run through the cuts that the Bears made because at one point we were talking about the Bears roster cuts. That was 2 hours ago. Bears made some cuts. Reset the clock. 3 seconds in. A $20. Will, come take a shot. Let's go. Will's taking a shot. Grab a shot glass. Oh, he's ready to go. Brett says, hashtag Bears FGB. Cheers, my
I
friend.
have to admit, I'm a little bit disappointed. You call this McDonald's shirt.
Cactus Jack.
This is a
I don't know what that
limited
means.
edition Cactus Jack.
I don't know what that
Travis Scott shirt.
Oh.
Yes.
Hey, my guy Will. Are y'all going to Cuddy? Did y'all get Tuggy? How much? Did you?
$60.
Oh, that's not bad.
man.
Hey. All right, we'll read this super chat. Scooch just a bit so I can read this. Don't drink it yet. Scooch just a bit. Let me read the super chat. Bears FGB. Cheers, my friend. I have the Bears going 9-8. What's your prediction? Got to look again at the schedule. I think anywhere from 7 to 10 wins. 6 or 7 on the low end, 10 on the high end, 11 if you really ball out, but somewhere in there. All right, Will, come back. Come back. He's going to take this shot. Shout out to Will Scott. He's been here about 6 months. He's been balling out. Oh, we got another 10-piece.
I'll take another one for Freddie.
Will take another one. Okay.
Freddie.
Freddie with the super chat, and I'll cheers with my Truly. How about that?
Cheers.
Hey, you got a
Truly.
He's got a pregame for Kid Cudi. I mean, let's start early, right? It's 5:30. It's not that early.
That's my guy.
Let's
John
go.
Taylor.
Vibing with the thanks Nagy from Freddie. Cheers. Get the thanks Nagy's going. Appreciate Will Scott. He's gearing up for a concert. Vibin says, very young team, but talented. Can't wait for the season. Bear down. Gentle men. Let's freaking go. All right. We're going to keep this going. We're going to keep this going. Tom, that's a funny slack, Tom. We don't want that to happen. All right, I'm going to start the shot clock, then Jack is going to cycle through the chat or through the cuts. Type FGB. 45 seconds. That's the new shot clock. If we don't get there, we're done. It's underway. 5 seconds. It's not a replay. I don't know what to tell you.
We're doing it live.
We're doing it live. No replay. We've been live for almost 3 hours. Here are the cuts. Jack cycling through them. Raleigh says FGB. 20 seconds gone. We're halfway there. 45-second shot clock. No super chats. We're finished. Come on. T says FGB. Raleigh says FGB. Are we going to get a super chat? We got 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll let the fax machine run here. Is it over? Are we done? Reset the clock. I don't control the fax machine. 2 super chats coming in. Grady, we ain't done. Grady, appreciate that. DeBoss with the $1. Since they were smaller super chats, we got to start the clock right away. Oh, we got another super chat. Rolly. Okay, Rolly Rico. I got you, Rolly. All right, those were small ones, which they all count. But we got to start the clock again. 45 seconds. Let's go. We're almost at $1,200. 40 seconds left. If we don't get it, we're done. Type bear down in the comments. Let's go. Get the bear downs going. Let's go. 20 seconds gone. It goes quick. F-bots can kick my bare ass from Jack Lotta. 30 seconds. We got 15 left. Bear down from John. F the bosses. Hey, listen, we got a lot of channels here. Love my bosses. They support me. They've given me a hell of an opportunity, and you guys have proved them right by what y'all have done. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We need a super chat. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I think we're done. Are we done? I think we're done. All right. Appreciate everybody tuning in to the show. Producer, how are we ruling? Okay, here's the deal. Here's the deal I make. We got a super chat, but it lowers the shot clock to 30. It lowers it came after the buzzer, but we'll keep it going. Ball boot for $2. No shot. No shot. Not for $2. Not a chance in hell. No, you won't. Jungle Bong. Hey, Trace, come here. Oh, a 50 piece!
One more and I'm going to get the fireball.
No, you're doing the boot, regular boot for 50. That's the menu.
Oh, yeah, that's the menu.
That's the menu, Trace. It's a beer bong. Just a bong. Regular beer. Beer bong. Not a boot, a bong. Eddie says bear down. Freddie, FGB Harrison, keep doing what y'all do. Hey, we're doing it, man. We've gone to the shot clock about 35 times, and y'all have answered the bell every time. But it still stands. It reduces to 30 on the next one because these technically came after the clock. I'm doing you guys a favor by staying live. It came after the buzzer. But since we got a 50, we'll keep it going. But 30-second shot clock. Are you doing 2? Or are you just getting ready for the next one? Okay, all right. Trace, getting ready for the beer bong. I'll hold this for you.
Another 50, I'll throw some fireballs.
If we get another 50 in the next, how about this? In the next minute. If we get another 50 in the next minute, Trace said he'll throw 3 shots of fireball in there. 3 shots of fireball in the next, if we get there in the next minute. 50 seconds. So Trace is going to let the foam go away. He's doing a truly bong, for Christ's sake. Chase Sr. will shotgun a beer for $50. So 2 for 1. 3 shots of fireball in there, plus a shotgun from Chase. I'll take a shot as well. This is a discount of a lifetime.
Add a beer bong by Will Scott.
Another beer bong by Will Scott. It's $150 super chat, and you're getting like 4 beers worth.
So much stuff.
This is the discount. This is like going to Ross Dress for Less. You're not going to get better deals. Come on. 20 seconds. If we get a 50-piece, you're getting a lot of shit. So if not, it'll just be Trace chugging a beer. That's all good as well. 10 seconds. 10, 9. If you send in 50, 3 more chugs are coming. What do we got? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll let the fax machine. All right. We got a 5, but that's a drink from me, though. Trace is going to do a chug. Trace. There it is! $50 super chat. Will Chase, load him up.
I'll reload it. I'll reload it.
Oh, my God. How about just a shot, Trace? I want you to get through this concert. Come on.
I don't want to get through the concert.
You don't? All right. Yeah, get a new shot glass. We need a new shot glass. We got a lot going on here, so I'm taking a shot. Grady says, shout out Matthew Peterson. Took me to my first Bear games. Is this your boy, Grady? Do you know who this is? Grady O'Connor? He says, shout out Matthew Peterson. Took me to my first Bears game. Do you know who this is? Bears-Eagles game in 5th grade. Grady, Petey's my boy. He's hosting trivia tonight. I'm not going to make it at this point, but Grady, he's up. 6th grade, he says. He's updating. Boo, Chase! Boo! Boo! Boo this man!
Let's go. We'll see you week 1.
Boo this man!
Get out of here.
Bears went outright. Boo Senior. He hosts the Niners report. Boo this man. Unbelievable. All right, Trace.
Let's party.
All right, Will's going to chug a beer. I'm taking a shot. Chase is shotgun a beer, and then Trace is taking a shot as well. Let's do the shots first, and then we'll clear away for these guys. Cheers. All right, Will's chugging. Chase will shotgun. Love Chase, but we got to boo this man. Oh, look at this. That was pretty fast. That was less than 3 seconds for sure. Holy smokes. Unbelievable. We got an update on the Bears. Believe it or not, we do talk about the Bears on this channel. Not practicing today. Jalen Johnson, who got hurt in red zone drills last week, did not play against the Browns. He was out. Velus Jones Jr., Byron Pringle, Tajay Sharp, Dominique Robinson, who got banged up against the Browns, Lucas Patrick, and Jaquan Brisker remain out as well. So, players who did not practice. So, wow. Over $1,200 in super chats here on a Tuesday. That's legendary. That is legendary. All right. So here's the deal. We got to go back to the shot clock. It's getting. We're entering 3 hours. We've had a day, but I'll keep it going. But we got to get super chats. 30-second shot clock starts now. Clock's ticking. And we're going to be strict on the clock this time. Like, if it's within a couple seconds, okay, I get the 5-second window. We're already at 12. You better send it soon, otherwise we ain't counting it. We're at 20 almost. 35 is basically what you're getting. If we don't get it before then, we're done. Get the FGBs going. Jack says, move the chains. This is awesome. Well, it may have to be you, Jack. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final second here. I think it's done. I think that's it. All right. We'll lower the shot clock. El Nino, Will Smith be a bit. Will Roquan Smith? Yeah, he'll be here this season. Another super chat. All right, we got 2, but the shot clock is lowered to 25 since they came in late. It's only fair. Ron Ranowski says bear down. I got a drink for that. Type bear down. All right, 25-second shot clock. It's getting shorter, so if you have super chats, send them in. If not, we're done. Here we go. 25 seconds. Let's go. 20 seconds. We're already at 6. I mean, it's running quick here. Pretty much 30 since we give that buffer time. Yes, it's still live, Shaquille. How lit are you? I'm pretty lit, Eddie. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty lit. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7. Trey said he'll do another bong for 50. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll give some buffer time here. I think it's finally over. Oh, a 10-piece. What do you guys want me to do? I mean, they keep coming in. Sealand with the 10. Oh, it's Sealand too, so he's a legend. Hook me up with the hey, Sealand, seriously, DM me at HGramNFL, Twitter, Instagram. You've sent it enough. We'll hook you up. I got you covered, all right? Nathan says, Fields throwing for 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns this year. Best QB of the 21 draft. Let's ride, Nathan. Got a drink for that as well. Sealand will hook you up. All right, bear down. 25-second shot clock. The Raiders report is still live. They've got 2,500 in soups. We're about halfway there. Come on. Let's keep it going. 10 seconds old. Send in a super chat. We give you guys a buffer zone because we know YouTube's a little delayed. So 20 seconds old. We're running out of time. Type bear down, super chat. If not, we're going to call it a day here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll let the fax machine do its magic. Give it about 5 seconds. If not, we're finished. Nick says, I left for a half hour, and this is still popping. All right, plenty of buffer there. All right, we're done. Even if one comes in, we're going to sign off here. Shout out to the chat sports crew. A lot of guys helping me drink tonight. Producer Jack, Foamy Matt. Get the Foamy Mats going. New character here at Bears Now. Foamy Matt. Type it in the chat. You guys are unbelievable. Thank you guys so much. Subscribe to the channel. We'll have another video tomorrow once the waiver wire hits. I don't think this Bears 53-man roster is set by any means. Rest up. Busy day. You guys are amazing. Producer Jack, thank you for hanging out with me. We'll see you guys soon here on Bears Now.